Russian so I could watch it subbed. And then, of course, I learned French because my parents have a little bit of French in them, and Spanish because of the help desk. I'm very dedicated.
Luckily, even not being able to speak Spanish very well, being able to at least comprehend it is helpful, especially when I was working in the gas station. Because every summer we get like a bus full of people that would work on farms, kind of just travel with the seasons, and they'd come in like giant orders, and none of them would speak English. And my ass would be the only one on the front line that could actually understand what they were wanting.
Oof.
Yeah, you think Karens are bad? A bus full of non-English speaking Hispanics is nearly as bad if it's been a hot ass fucking day outside.
Oh man, I've been cursed out by Spanish, and you know what? They're ruthless.
They move so fucking fast. It's like, can you back up? I'm like 5 insults behind. Can you just slow it back down 5 seconds?
Yeah, that's one thing about not being fluent in any of the languages. If they start talking rapid fire, I'm immediately lost. I can't keep up. It's done. I'm gonna delete these tokens while I'm thinking about it, because the battle's over. You guys have already killed the guys. Oh no, Sailor Moon, what's going on? On the way home. Oh, bugger. Ah, shit. How long will it be?
Barely begin.
Fiona and Sailor, I cannot remember her name for the life of me, are on their way home, so they're gonna be late. Oh man, this is where I wish I was like Lily and had all those neato little screens that, you know, say, hey, setting up, doing this. But I
It
am
only
not a
took me like
professional streamer.
a day to sit down and do that. I'm not a professional streamer either. I'm not even affiliate yet. I've done like 5 streams actually.
You're a lot better than I am. But I'm gonna stream and I'm gonna keep it up because
Depends on what streaming platform you have. Some of them offer those as is. I know Twitch does. I use that one for my streams.
I use Twitch and so does Best of All.
Yeep.
They have like templates and stuff for beginning and
10 minutes out. They'll be in about 10 minutes. So actually, I'm gonna shut my stream off because I'm not willing to have 10 minutes of nothingness.
Lily, do you know where Alexis is, or if she's gonna show up tonight?
She's in her room. I'm pretty sure she's coming.
Yeah, she sent me a message saying that she's definitely gonna be here, so I'm not worried about her. We will be joined by Fiona and Sailor. I'm gonna have to find a way to, story-wise, make them fit, but I think I got a good way of setting it up, so we should be good to go.
Alrighty.
Oh, I can't do that because copyright infringement. Just gonna spread out the guards a little bit because now we are on the day after, and
Weren't we heading to the city?
you are still in the makeshift town, and you're just about to head out. You have been informed that your Death Riders are ready, and you have each been given a very detailed map of what's left of the world.
Alright.
You,
Just for confirmation, the amount of time we spent, does that count as a long rest?
yes,
Okay.
it counted as a long rest, and you were well fed.
Yay! I can have all of my fun bullshit spells again.
I will, of course, be doing a recap once we start. That way, in case something is forgotten or, you know, whatever. we're fully up to par, as well as to help with Vestifal's stream in case for some reason some of her viewers are lost.
Alrighty. Also, X, I was mistaken when I informed you about the wild magic. It doesn't have to be a D20. You can have me roll a D20 immediately after I cast a spell whenever you want.
Oh, eh?
Yeah.
No, explain, because does it have to be a fail, or can it be after every spell?
After, to quote it from here, once per turn, the DM can have you roll a D20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher. If you roll a 1 on the magic table, if you roll a 1, roll on the magic table to create a magical effect.
Okay, so it's after every spell.
Yep.
Okay.
If the DM chooses.
If the DM chooses. Ooh, that's great, because your ring is the source of your magic, which means, and your ring, I believe, is the god of mischief and whatnot. Give me a moment.
So you're saying my god's gonna be a dick to me. Understandable.
Absolutely.
Understandable.
You are Vexio, who is the god of chaos and mischief. Yep.
You know, that fits.
I actually developed whole new gods based around your personalities. That's why Vestifal got the god of courage. That's why Liara got mischief. That's why Leodin got
Is it
knowledge
best
and
of
war.
all, like, our coward, though? Like,
Yeah, that's the joke, I
cowardly
think.
lion?
That is the joke. Is he got the god? The point is your backgrounds are all decided by me, and there's a reason each god chose you. And throughout the story, not only are you trying to help the world or explore the world or whatever you decide to do with the world, because there's no real end game to this campaign. It's just really whatever you guys decide to do, kind of like a Fallout game. But there is a small side goal of you guys are trying to discover why you're here and what happened. Of course, again, this is kind of like a Fallout game where there's not really an end goal unless you really give a fuck. It's just whatever you guys really decide to do with the world. If you want, you could literally end all life, and I will allow you to do it. But you have to go out and actively seek that goal.
Right, okay.
This
Oh,
campaign,
mate, that's a murder hobo campaign, and I'm not sure how I feel about this.
or you can figure out what happened and make a way to keep it from ever happening again. It's up to you guys. This campaign is specifically built that you guys can be creative. There's not a real end goal because I want you guys to make your own end goal.
Yeah, I feel like I made the wrong character for that kind of campaign, since Vestifal's end goal is to hide. And the only reason he doesn't hide is because, he was instructed to by God, which was the whole cleric standpoint, but God's saying do whatever, and Vestifal wants to hide.
Well, your god's not saying do whatever. Your god has a goal. Each of your gods also have a goal in mind. It's just in general of the campaign.
I'm pretty sure the god of chaos just wants to watch everything burn.
Believe it or not, there's two gods of chaos. There's a god of chaos and mischief, which is you, and there's a god of chaos and darkness, which is Xenos. But
So I've got to take him out and resume the rightful throne of just the god of chaos, I assume?
I mean, if you discover him and that's what you want to do. But Xenos, I don't think, is the big bad evil guy in this area.
There can only be one god of mischief. Should I try and pull out the Gunther impression from The Witcher 3? I'm but just a simple merchant. Some would call me the man of mirrors.
The man of mirrors.
Actually, no, it was the man of glass. I don't know if you've ever played the Witcher 3X or not.
I have.
Gunther.
Give me a moment. I'm writing some notes down. Sorry.
He's like a humble merchant.
You are courage. No, you're mischief. God damn it. I have a fresh note of paper here for writing stuff down and whatnot, so this should be fun. There's also a reason why your gods specifically were unable to fully merge with your bodies, and so were forced into cursed items instead. But again, that's something you guys have to find by yourself. I have so few actual enemies. Holy crap. I've got all of 8 enemies fully built. Oh, I really should add to that list. 'Cause 4 of them are custom. Well, 3 of them are custom, and 1 is a vanilla enemy, but he's got a few things taken off of him because I cannot be bothered to do that thing. Hunter, what was the hunter? What was the hunter? Oh, that's a vanilla as well. No, that's a self-created. That's self-created. And I just gave away one of my enemies that I told you about. Okay. Are we up or we are up? Someone should probably know that.
What's your Twitch, by the way, Exy?
Oh
Yeah,
a good
24
question.
less, great.
Give me a moment and I will help you out with that. Nope, not full screen, goddammit. Yeah, out of theater mode. My Twitch is Zealous99.
Zealous99.
So, Zealous spelled with an X. Xelous. I should be subscribed to you, actually, I think. Yeah.
Xelous?
Yes. I
You
don't
ain't
have
live.
TFT. No, I took that off because we're going to be about 10 minutes.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Okay.
Because I didn't want to have 10 minutes of just nothingness on my thing. No, I'll go live as soon as we have a full party here. Although, thank you for the heads up on that. I appreciate it.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh,
Channels just drop all the time. It happens sometimes, and it's good to make sure that you're aware.
no, I appreciate it. I'm never going to get upset for people trying to help me out. Hashtag in session, I think it is. Nope.
Nope, it didn't show up.
That's weird. I wonder why.
Nope.
Oh, other one,
Wrong
hun.
one.
Oh, hun. Sweet summer child. Let me pop into that one real quick.
Wait, does she have access? That might be another thing.
She can hear us. We can't hear you. Oh. She's in the wrong fucking voice channel.
It's not my fault. I was not made to play your character. I'm playing Lexi.
I'm so sorry.
What a disaster.
I'm just sitting here like, are we playing tonight? What's happening?
No,
I'm checking my DMs. I don't know what my DMs are.
you just joined the server, so I had forgotten to give you the title of player character.
Okay.
So, and some of these are locked off to people who don't have that tag. I'm so sorry.
Got you.
I
Got you.
figured that was the case.
That's fine. It gave me time to finish my dinner, and now I'm sipping cocoa. We're good.
It's gonna be a hot minute because we will be joined by Fiona and her SO, but they're driving home currently. So
Okie doke, that's cool.
We got time to fuck about, and I got time to figure out what the frick is going on with my settings.
Insanity.
Insanity is the right word.
Also, we have guests.
Do we have guests?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Hello.
Hello
there.
there.
Hello, guest. I'm
How are
gonna turn you
you?
way up.
I feel like I haven't heard from you in like nearly a year, besides text messages, but how are you doing?
Alright, I'm going live. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
We'll do it live.
Alright, I'm absolutely
Make
gonna
sure you
have
play
some,
Disney in the background.
I'm absolutely gonna have some fucking doubling over my video because my headsets are so loud and I have 0 ways of counteracting that. And that is fine.
Live your life.
Alright, Swiftfoot, can both you and Marjorie do a little bit of talking so I can confirm that I can hear you both?
I'm talking now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Marjorie?
Still not in PC.
Why don't you pull up your seat, honey?
Well, Marjorie and Swiftfoot will be sharing a mic for reasons.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. She's pulling her chair over.
Take your time, we got a moment.
Who's Marjorie?
Your character.
You. That's your. I will be referring to everyone by their character names.
Okay, can everybody hear?
It cuts out a little bit.
I can adjust the mic pickup. You want to talk now and see if it works?
Can anybody hear?
Yeah, we can
Cool.
hear you. Well, you're cutting out still, though.
Too loud?
It's not too loud. She just cuts out whenever she talks.
Yeah, it was like, can anybody hear? So, like, we could kind of.
How about now? Is that? Can everybody hear me?
Yep,
Yes.
very clear.
All right.
This is where we're talking to.
Can everybody hear me now?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay, great.
I apologize for that. I just want to make sure I can hear everybody properly, so we have as few hiccups as possible.
No
Yeah,
problem.
You're good.
All right, we are all live. Lily, are you live? You are live.
Hell yeah, I am. We're ready to get rolling.
She's ready to be the next superstar
Uh,
on Twitch.
What's your delay on your video?
It's usually about 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay, so maybe the rolling on your video won't be a good idea, because 10 seconds after every roll is kind of...
I mean, I can also just tell you what the roll is, because we're live together.
Oh, that's true.
You don't have to read it off my stream, buddy. I'm here. I
That is
am
true.
present.
That is true. Alright.
Ooh, wasted that 19.
Alright, I'm going to do the
Want to?
story thing. Swiftfoot and Marjorie, I'm going to be explaining the story, and then we're gonna kind of go into it. Last we checked, the 3 starting heroes? Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Wait, we did only have 3, did we? I'm
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, there was just 3
The,
of us.
the 3 starting heroes woke up in a weird cell, not having any memory of their past. And after a little bit of a kerfuffle and a very scared best of all, they managed to get out of the cell and have some small explanation of what was going on with the world around them. Unfortunately, this explanation was cut short as a brutal battle within the small makeshift town itself broke out, and they were forced to defend both them and the people around them. After the battle, they had a small conversation, figuring out that they carried what's left of the old gods within certain items that they carry.
I have God's arm.
The captain of the guard here requested their help going to the town of Ash, which used to be a large, very large city, to get men and material for the wall that the characters supposedly broke whilst falling from the sky at unlikely speeds. It is now morning time. They have each been informed that the Death Riders are ready, and they have been given very detailed maps of the world around them, or what's left of it. While they're getting ready for their...
What's a Death Rider again?
I'm sorry?
What's a Death Rider again?
It's the
Death
dead
Rider-
horses.
The Death Riders are the horses that I depicted last stream. They're dead looking. They look to be necromanced, but they're devoid of all blood.
This solidifies my thoughts on my choice about going best of all, because one of my runner-up characters was, like, essentially one of... Like, the class was like a Horseman of the Apocalypse, and you get, like, a special undead horse. So now I'm like, well, I'm glad I didn't go with the special undead horse class, because I got one anyway!
While all this is going on, Swiftfoot and Marjorie, you wake up with a very sudden start, kind of over here. Are you in? You are. You kind of wake up way over here by the entrance on a gurney. You're very quickly being transported to what's left of the medical bay after the battle. You two have no memory of your past.
That's normal for me.
Same.
Sounds like any weekend.
Oh lord. But you are in a new place with no memory of your past or why you're here. All you see is the three titular heroes that started this campaign getting ready, and people around you looking at you with strange looks. What do you all do?
I find my flask.
You don't seem to have your flask on you. It seems to have been taken off your belt or wherever you carry it.
Well, I need to track that down.
Can you roll a perception check real quick?
Sure can.
Okay. Despite being on a gurney, you can notice that one of the people carrying you around on the gurney has the flask on a small tray beside you, along with some of your gear and some minor fleshy bits.
Well, first time.
The rest of the heroes, you can see that these two characters are being gurneyed, and you seem to have a faint recognition of them, as if you knew them at a life before a life.
They are seeing something shiny, wants to go run and try and grab whatever was shiny over near him, and I'm assuming it's the flask.
That would be. The flask is very, very boring, but it is very shiny. You managed to take it without almost any trouble, actually. The nurses, of course, put up a fight, but you're fast and you're a kitty, so they just kind of give up after a moment.
I'm gonna go back to the beer corner with it.
Swiftfoot, you just saw your flask basically get yoinked by a strange cat person who also seems kind of familiar to you, but you can't quite place it.
I'm gonna need that, but you can have a swig first.
I'm gonna throw the cat in a net.
You have to get your net.
Is there
I
a
do
net?
have my net.
You are being carried on a gurney. Do you both want to get off the gurneys?
Sure,
I'm gonna
because
punch
I'm
that
catching
cat.
this cat.
You're in the emergency room.
I'm catching a cat.
Alright, hold on. Both Marjorie and Liara, I want you to roll a... Give me a moment, let me pull it up.
See, first mission, we're already catching a cat. Exy took a lot of inspiration from Skyward Sword. He thought we didn't notice, but I did.
I want you both to roll fucking shit. There's no speed. Where's the
There's
speed?
Speed is a thing.
Is there?
Like walking speed or climbing speed, usually, like, it could be prefaced, but standard is 30.
No, I'm looking for a specific roll. You know, fuck it. Both of you just roll a d20. I want you to both roll a d20.
If it's like an agility, then it's usually just a dex comp.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. If it's like them trying to slip past, then just a dex competition usually does it.
Okay,
Just
I'll do the
leave
roll
it
20
left.
for this one.
Marjorie.
I get a 7.
I got a 12.
You got a 12. Trinity,
I
you
got a 6. I got a
Got a
6.
No, I got a 6.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Liara. Liara.
I
Despite
get 7.
being
Laura.
Liara. Despite being fast as fuck, boy, fucking what's her name? Marjorie manages to hop out of the gurney like a cat bat out of hell, and with a keen eye, she just runs you down. You can see her like running up behind you with a net in hand and just clobbering you with this net. You immediately drop the flask onto the ground, spilling some of the contents.
Sorry.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, the elixir of life!
There's always more.
Of course,
Spilled the beer.
Stinky Joe sees all this and goes, "Hey, what? You're spilling more good beer. I don't know what's in it. I'm gonna assume it's beer because you look like a beer fella. What are you doing? What are you doing? That was perfectly good beer. Y'all spilling beer everywhere. I swear, y'all bad at this. You're supposed to drink it. It's supposed to go down your throat, not down the drain."
I only drink the Traveler brand ale.
Oh, we got Traveler brand ale. That's kind of a delicacy anymore. But hey, if you want some, I got some. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. You. I like you. I don't have the voice for this today.
Do either of them look particularly hurt since they were carried in on gurneys?
Actually, they kind of do. They've got minor abrasions on their neck and face, and their arms seem to be a little bit bruised up, as if, I wonder if they fell from the sky. But they don't seem to have anything worse than you do.
Okay. Well, we just finished a long rest, so I'm not sure we have any damage.
I mean, you've got bruises and cuts and whatnot. I mean, you don't
Okay.
heal that shit overnight, but they don't hurt you.
Okay.
You're unfazed by them. Of course.
Scabs and a little scar tissue. Nothing less.
Let's see here. Let me roll something real quick. Where's my dice? I need a d20. Okay, we got a 10.
A lot
Liara,
of middling rolls so far tonight, guys.
it's gonna be good. Liara, your ring is giving you a slight feeling of, what's the word? Like you kind of want to get along with this drunken fella. Like he knows what's up, you know? Basically telling you, talk to this fucker, you're gonna get drunk with him someday.
Can I roll for a charisma to make up for stealing the flask?
I don't think you have to roll charisma, just if you, unless he's actively resisting your attempts to make it up to you.
I present ye your flask. I am very sorry. It was shiny. I could not resist.
You're fine.
I caught a cat.
I
Just
offered
make sure it's
drink.
empty next time you steal it.
Oh, it's never empty.
You can see.
Well, then
guards
you're not
around-
drinking it enough.
I try.
It's secretly a blessed flask of infinite whiskey.
It's a flask of holding.
Yeah. You know what, I'm just gonna make it a thing now. Your flask has everlasting booze.
Yeah,
on,
that's
on command, you can drink it whenever you want.
yep. That's the plan.
All right. Around you, you can see guards kind of doing their daily thing, and the captain walks up to the three titular heroes, kind of giving a glance to the two newer ones who just got out of a gurney, and asks specifically to Leodin, is everything okay here? You guys are supposed to be leaving soon. Who are these two people?
The fuck you think we would know? We just woke up out of a fucking coma.
I don't think we've clarified that quite yet.
I'm
We're
already
working on
sick of
that.
all the people around us. What did you do? I don't know. I'm new. I don't even go here.
We will probably be leaving very quickly. My book is doing weird things. I'm going to go talk to these people now. And I just sort of float over in the direction of Marjorie. I get Marjorie's the one who just caught the cat, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, hello. You are surprisingly agile for somebody who just came in on a gurney. Who are you?
Comic piece, I'm friendly. I wanted to catch a cat to make it my friend.
Get out of the net, please.
Are you my pet now?
No,
I don't
am
know
not.
how this works.
I am not.
Hold on, I
letting you
have
bet.
a beast handling. I can try to
No.
do the damn thing.
I am a sentient being.
What's your, it
Roll
depends what
that
your intelligence
beast
is.
handling.
I am a sentient being.
I want you to roll beast handling just for shits and giggles to see what happens.
Nat 20, come on.
I am.
Babe, you have to do your magic mumbo jumbo.
Watch her as she gets a nat 20. Hey, well, she tries to tame the beast inside you, but you're more annoyed than you
I
are.
had to go let out my dog, but I want to clarify that given the description of Speak with Animals, which my Hunter, my other campaign has, it only works on things with like an intelligence less than 4, so I would dictate that animal handling probably only works on animals with an intelligence less than 4, because, you know, that's the difference between sentient. So Trinity, are you smarter than 4 intelligence?
Yeah, I've got a 13. I've
You're
got a
good.
higher intelligence than all of your motherfucking asses. Okay.
Hey, I've got a 14, shut the fuck up.
Okay, you're smarter than me, but you know,
I also
I'm a
have
chicken shit, that doesn't mean I'm
great.
dumb.
I wanna cut through the net with my dagger and hop out and go be Frumple and walk back.
Alright.
Do I need to make an attack roll to cut out of it?
Before you do, Marjorie, you see the tabaxi caught in your net, and you're obviously unable to tame this beast. Do you want to lift up your net and help her out, or are you just going to leave her in that net?
If she wants out, she can leave.
Thank
There's your answer. Marjorie, of course, picks up her net, and it snags on you a little bit because you're wearing gear, but you make it out just fine.
I want to throw my dagger next to her foot for trying to tame me.
Well, while that happens, Leodin, your book kind of rumbles a little bit as if it has something to say, and at the cover of it, it says all it says is other gods.
Well, that's convenient. Excuse me, do you happen to have, like, I don't know, Bestival had an arm, I have a book,
You have a flask.
a flask.
They have a flask.
I touch my book to the flask.
Nothing happens. Nothing. Your book says nothing. You feel no pain. Nothing happens.
Don't take
okay.
it too personal. I get that a lot.
I do have an amulet she can test it on because I'm part priest. Lucky me.
You're part priest? Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me pull up your file.
Yeah, cleric, yeah. Cleric is like a priest. Cleric is, yeah.
I'll be damned. I forgot about that. That fucks my whole story up. That is okay. Marjorie, you actually have a strange connection with everyone here. You feel like
Gosh, it's almost like I've worshipped you before.
you feel like mother and you feel like these are your children in a way. Each of them have a special connection to you, but you can't quite place what that connection is.
Well, I think the nature of our connection is still kind of up in the air at the moment, but I would say that there is definitely a connection here. We're about to go investigate something. Do you guys want to come with us?
Sure! And I give everybody a charm of protection. Because I have plenty of those things.
Right away? Wait, what? Hold up, charm of protection. Can you post that in the chat thingy real quick? So let me see what those do.
She's got it. She's doing a thing.
I figured that's.
I think they're entirely mundane,
Are
but
they?
they're pretty.
Pull of the dead. I need to click the gear on that. There we go. Okay, that is okay.
So can take a charm.
Okay, I'm real quick just kind of clicking gears on her file because some of these are set up but not finalized, so I'm just gonna bada bing, bada boom on those.
I'm almost done. I just have one last spell to put in.
That is perfectly okay. I'm just kind of closing up some gaps. Oh, water walk. I probably shouldn't have closed that one.
Yeah, that was the last one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My
You're fine.
OCD is killing me on that one. Okay. She hands out a charm of protection to each and every one of you. They seem fairly mundane, but they give you a feeling of comfort and minor protection because, you know, charm of protection. The captain, noticing that you are kind of teaming up with these two new fellows whom you have no idea why you're connected to, kind of just shrugs. They don't have any more Death Riders. There's only 3 Death Riders to go around, so 2 of you are gonna have to share a rider with your newfound friends.
I'm not riding a horse with the lady that tried to turn me into a pet.
I don't think I'll fit.
I am
Very
very,
tall.
small.
Yeah, we'll share. You can
Two
sit on my
small
shoulder.
people should share a horse, and then the others get their own.
Best of all, in your moment of, I don't think I'm going to fit on this horsey thingy, your arm kind of gives you a feeling of, hey, don't worry about it, I got you. Specifically, it says, fear not. Go forth.
Alright, I jump on the horse and I have really long arms, so like I full on like wrap them around the horse as I'm like clinging to its back.
The horse seems to absolutely die right away. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, actually, something really creepy goes on with the horse. Despite it being a dead necromanced horse, you can see its bones kind of expanding a little bit, and its muscle tissue kind of swelling as it actually almost doubles in size to fit your body shape.
Inflation horse, I like it.
Inflation horse.
Inflation
horse. Buy your toy
I
today.
turn and look at the captain. Do they normally do that, or is that an us thing?
She's working on some papers right now, but she looks up and notices that the horse kind of grew in size, and she just nods and goes, yeah, they have a special hex of sorts to make them fit the rider. I don't know if they'll do that for you because you're...
We get a tiny horse! Do it! Sit on one! We need it!
I wanted to say I'm sorry for trying to catch the cat. It was after my partner's flax. That's the only reason why I went after it.
It's okay as long as your group is okay with you. I'm just the captain, hun. I don't deal with that.
I just work here.
You're not under arrest for assault. You're
Not our
fine.
department.
You are under arrest for trying to make me a pet, though.
Slavery's
I'm a very
illegal.
grumpy cat now.
The captain goes back to her paperwork. She doesn't want anything.
Only legal if you get caught.
She doesn't want anything to do with whatever the fuck is happening here.
I'm gonna take the metal horse.
The captain presses Alt F4 on this conversation.
You just see her disappear out of existence. She's closed her windows.
She clips for a second. Her voice line like repeats and does the thing. Gone.
I'm out.
I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna grab the metal horse.
The middle horse, it doesn't change size whatsoever, and actually just kind of gives you a huff.
Who's a huff you want today? Do you not have your beer?
I joined Best of All on their horse.
Best of all, yeah, that horse does not notice that you even exist.
I figured.
You hop on, and you actually have a little bit of struggle, because it is now like a 5-foot tall horse.
Well, I can hover, so I'm probably okay.
Okay. Hold on. Liara, do you have any form of animal talking at all? I forget.
No.
No? Okay, well that sucks. I was gonna have your horse give you some lip, but that's a thing. Okay.
Unless it speaks Inferno, Draconic, Elvish, or
I'm
Common.
talk to him got the swim speed then.
Okay, so Best of All and Fae Girl Leadin are on one horse, Liara is on another. Are you two taking the third horse? Are you sharing horses, or what's going on?
Me and Fiona can share a horse.
Yep.
Swiftfoot and Marjorie
Hi.
are sharing a horse. Okay. Swift. Okay, I'm writing down some notes. I apologize. So, the horse that you two get on, kind of grows a little bit to kind of help with the weight distribution, but it doesn't grow much more than, maybe a couple inches or so, and a little bit more muscle mass. The horses don't need any commanding. Although Swiftfoot and Marjorie, you don't have any maps on you, the rest of the team does. And the horses can kind of sense this in a way due to their hex and immediately start riding out to the town of Ash. As all three horses exit out of the kind of stone town of sorts, you pass by a very large, once upon a time, defending wall that has many guards on the top of it shooting arrows down. In this wall, you can see a very large hole being defended by spearmen and bowmen. Past this hole, you see, of course, many beasts, including a couple flesh golems that you fought before, but they seem to be holding back just fine for now. You pass through
Is
a
that
main-
normal?
From what the captain was saying, kind of. I think we might have made the hole. Maybe? I don't know. That's what she thought.
I'm need more to drink. Got it.
Join the club.
And I think just as we're passing, if we're like close enough, that I just start launching cantrips. Like, as long as I'm not gonna hit a guard or anything, just at the monsters, just like Eldritch Blast something as we're passing by.
There's no real good openings for you to be sending spells safely, as guards are very heavily packed, trying to keep these beasts at bay. They're doing an okay job. They're not about to break through a second time, but you'd most definitely hit a guard if you casted one.
Okay, we won't do that then.
But as you passed by through this gate, the gate slams shut behind you very heavily, like kicking up dust. And your horses immediately go into a full sprint. Gone. Y'all might want to hold on, as these horses are a little bit faster than a normal horse, and you start traveling. The nearest town that is marked in your map is a 3 days ride, even at the fastest speed. But you seem to make it. Can you each? Well, hold on. Let me roll a d20 real quick, it's a d10. You got a 2? Okay, well, you guys made that journey just fine. Fuck. I don't have a map set up for that. Oh yeah, because it's an underground area. That's right. Okay. Take a long drag on my cigar. Let's go. Okay. So as it takes 3 full days of riding. Of course, you guys choose if you camp out one of those days or you just keep riding. It doesn't matter. Absolutely fucking nothing happens. In fact, the world is strangely serene, quiet. Buildings around you as you pass by are either decrepit, burnt to ash, or just kind of there. They don't seem to have anything going on. The world is a deathly silence.
In my experience, this only happens before I get thrown in jail by the guards.
You mean it being quiet? Or...
Yeah.
Oh.
Eerily quiet.
It is.
Bar fights if you want.
It is strangely beautiful. The lack of people seems to make the world peaceful. You finally reach your destination, and the horses come to a almost dead stop, actually almost throwing some of you off. These horses give no fucks about you, by the way. It's blatantly obvious.
Rightfully so.
Jesus, I was gonna buy mine a beer, but apparently we're not friends.
The beasts not having blood are actually completely ignored by any beast that you happen to pass by. And of course their speed definitely helps with that. But as you reach your destination, it's no longer peaceful or serene. The place is nothing but ash, with the craters scouring the ground. Houses are in shambles, and you see bodies burnt. They're not ashen. They're kind of like the after effect of a volcano. You know, that solidified ash look. And a few fires still seem to be smoldering.
What's normally after I leave?
Grumpy, looks like we're not getting beer
Ugh.
tonight. I think someone burned down the best place in town.
Lead-in. Your book, being the Book of Knowledge, actually kind of has an idea of what's going on. And on the cover, because I doubt you have it open right now, etched into the top, kind of like a title, it says, "Find the entrance."
I immediately open the book and I go, okay, find the entrance of what? Where? Do you want to elaborate?
I got this.
Who got this? What?
I got this.
Lord save us.
Oh, Lord save us. Hold on, I am your god. You better say Exy save us or something. Are you rolling something? Are we getting ready to do something? What's going on?
Nope. I get off the horse and I boldly walk in the direction I think is the right way.
Oh boy! I want you to roll perception. And you hopefully better roll high.
I'm gonna use, Well, we'll see how I roll. Nope. Alright, there we go. Not a 19.
You got a 2!
It's a 19, thank you.
I thought you got a 2. Your first roll is a 2 and a 0.
Yes, but then I have an ability that lets me reroll.
And are you rolling with advantage?
I have Lucky, and I also have a Chaos Magic ability.
Oh, I love
Once
you.
per long rest, I can gain advantage on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. And I regain it if you ever just want me to have a wild magic surge randomly.
This
That's
is
on
not-
you now.
We have 2 wild magic people
Well,
now.
this is not an attack roll. This is just perception.
It said
Yeah,
attack
so it's
roll
ability
or
check.
skill check.
Is
Uh,
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, attack roll, damage roll, skill check.
pretty much any roll.
Swiftfoot. Oh, you are fucking chaos magic. This is gonna be great. Lucky.
There's 2 of us now.
Don't worry, I can't cast a single spell.
Okay.
I am
that checks out.
technically like a cleric, but nope.
Damn. I
Or
was
no,
so
a
hoping-
paladin. Paladin.
And also, since I'm a halfling, I reroll 1, so that 0 got rerolled into an 8.
Well, we take the one on the left, unless you roll with advantage.
No, with Lucky, I get to pick which one.
I need to I need to reread your lucky. Hold on. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just generally I need to be in the
Yeah,
know of
good
how
to
these
know
things-
exactly what so that
The
you can.
halfling Lucky
do
ability
it in
is
the
whenever I roll a 1 on a d20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, I get to reroll the die. And then with Lucky, I have inexplicable luck. I have 3 luck points. Whenever I make an attack roll or an ability check or saving throw, I can spend 1 luck point to roll an additional d20. And if I choose to spend a luck point after I roll the die, but before the outcome is determined, you choose which of the d20s to use for the attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Son of a bitch. That's gonna fuck my day up. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I only get to do it 3 times per day, though.
I already hate you.
I do one thing.
And you do it well. Alright.
Can I send a blessing to all of the people that have fallen?
As long, I mean, sure.
I think they're roasted.
They're, I'm just
You
gonna
can
send
sure bless those corpses.
I'm gonna send you guys to a blank battleground. Give me a moment.
You're also welcome to, bless the meat section at Walmart, but I can't promise it will help.
Blank battleground. There we go. Put your
So,
tokens
I'm
on
trying
there.
to
So what
I'm
you're-
trying to give them a better place.
So
Okay.
what you're
What is that
saying is that you
background?
can
I
make
have
the
been
cow
flashing.
holy.
This background is literally just a battleground. This is so I can keep track of tokens in battles that aren't scripted.
I have been
This is that
flashbanged.
battleground you teleport to whenever you run into an enemy on the overworld in any Tales game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
This
Just
was
like
the flashbang.
anonymous space that doesn't actually exist in the real world anywhere.
I mean, I was more so talking about like outside the boxes. Like there's now just a flashbang in my face.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It
I,
was
that's
for,
right.
like,
I can't change that. I'm sorry. Anyways,
that's okay.
going back to that horrible fucking roll that screwed my day up. No offense to you, Fiona, as just this didn't go as planned, but that's okay.
Oh, it's always the
Um,
goal to ruin the DM's day in some way.
Absolutely. You have amazing perception despite being drunk off your fucking ass.
And rolling with a -1.
That's normal. That's normal.
As you wander through the ashes of people, beasts, wood, and babies, you notice two things. One, you notice a dead body with a carton, or not a carton, a few health potions lying right by this dead body. This body actually seems okay, despite the fact that it doesn't have any blood in it. And also, although less so, you see something creeping in the shadows.
I think this one's new.
I'm just gonna put up a token for the dead body. Give me a moment. It's just gonna be a random token that I decide. It's still dead. So, ba-da-ba-ba. Hey! Guess what? The grid is actually aligned here. So,
Fuck
Get
yeah.
get fucked.
Everything worked out for all of us, so fuck you. Exy 2021.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a dead body with a few health potions nearby, and in the shadows, of course, only Swiftfoot notices that there's something creeping in the shadows. You can kind of see a tail quickly come in and out of the light before it disappears completely for just a moment.
Does it want a drink?
Is it a furry? Does Best of All know what a furry is?
Best of all, he's not, but he's about to.
He's traveling with one. What do you think a tabaxi is?
I feel called out. I have been. This campaign. I have been thrown into a net and tried to be made into a pet, and now I'm a furry. I
It's
feel
alright.
fucking called out.
You'll feel better when you go watch some MLP.
Yeah, MLP is great. Shut
Hell yeah, friendship is magic, bro.
What is that?
My Little Pony.
Okay.
I've never seen it before so much.
With this newfound knowledge, Swiftfoot, I assume that you'd like to notify your friends, or are you just gonna curiously go up? What's your plan?
There's something moving over here. I think it wants a drink.
I'll come drink with you.
I immediately hide behind Larock. Like, what
I'm
direction
gonna
did you point in? Like, when you said it's moving over here, I want that shield between me and wherever you pointed. Scared
I'm
boy.
walking toward it. So.
Lorak, can you please roll a stealth roll?
Who?
I'm sorry, not Lorak. Best of all, can
Oh.
you please roll a stealth check?
I sure can. That's 11. What's my plus 4? 15.
15. Okay, that's actually. Let me check some stats again. 15, 15. What is your standard perception? Okay. You do pretty good actually, despite being a tall as fuck bug boy.
It's a
with
big shield. But, like, I imagine the rock is like one of those fucking Dark Souls 2 Sentinel shield things when you expand it. So it's easy to hide behind it.
Despite being a tall as fuck bug boy and your shield being equally tall as fuck, you hide in the shadows as if you weren't there. You're now effectively invisible to everyone who doesn't know who you are.
Ooh, that makes me think. My next goal is definitely to get an artist in whatever town we end up in to paint several different landscapes, like a grassland and a desert, so that I can just like drape it over my shield and get stealth advantages when hiding behind the rock.
If you can find a place. The
Is
rest
there
of
any
you,
water nearby?
there is none.
Hydrate.
Absolutely none. It is fire, brimstone, and your friends are now surrounding you. I want you all to roll a perception check, except for you, best of all.
I ain't see shit.
And except for you, Swiftfoot, because you already did the thing.
Also, because I was glancing at the character sheets, I know someone has a crazy high passive perception, so don't forget about that.
Oh shit, I forget about passive perception.
Yeah.
As
Marjorie's
soon
a
as I
16.
find it.
Someone
roll.
has a 16.
That'd be me.
That's good.
She also rolled a 21, so she's probably doing pretty good.
Yeah, okay, wow, this is gonna be fucking great. I'm
I-
So we've got an 18, a
I'll do
21.
that.
We're waiting.
Where is
Places.
Oh wait, there we go. Okay, there we go.
Some of you have decent perception.
Okay,
Not me.
I think my
Okay.
passive perception is high. My passive perception is higher than that. I have a 12 for passive.
No, you don't have food and water.
Okay. This thing is actively avoiding you, which is why I have you roll the perception checks. But that is okay. So, you all actually do pretty good except for you, Leadin. In the shadows, you notice an outline of a beast, and the health potions are health potions from what you can tell for now. Just for now. But in the shadows, you notice this beast. It barely has an outline. Best of all, you can also see it, but it can't see you. Not yet, anyways. And this beast slowly creeps out of the shadows. It notices that it's been noticed, actually. All except for you, Leodin, who you can't seem to see it.
I currently have my nose in a book. I'm trying to decipher what the hell it meant by find the entrance.
To the furry con.
Your book does notice this thing, and ignoring any inclinations of the entrance, it immediately says, "Watch out," as you're the first to be attacked. Give me a
Great.
moment. Ba-ba-ba. And let me pull up its file. You are now being attacked by a hunter who is not very happy. Does that hit you at all? I can't remember.
My AC is 11.
Yeah, it doesn't attack you very well. Your heads up from the book was just enough as you kind of step forward and you feel a swoosh behind you as the hunter misses with razor sharp talons. Roll initiative.
Yeet! Best of all!
A hunter? I love Resident Evil.
I hate you.
They do attack with
Why did I roll
talons.
a 2?
Fine, I critted, but I got a +2, so, you know.
14. Bestafal's gonna continue to have one of the highest initiatives in the game, despite rolling really averagely.
Okay, so Trinity and Marjorie, roll another d20 to see who goes first. Okay.
Do you need me and Alexis to roll another one? Since I got a 9.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm only having you roll. Lead in. It's lead in. Then it's Marjorie. Then it's Trinity. Then it's me. Okay. I have best of all Fiona, Leodin, Marjorie.
Fiona's before Bestafal.
Is it
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fiona?
She rolled a
Oh,
15.
you're right. You're right. You're right. So Fiona, best of all, Leodin, Marjorie, Trinity, me. All right. Fiona, you just saw your newfound friend almost get fucking thwacked by a very grotesque creature. It has no eyes, and it has no eyes and 4 arms, each tipped with razor-sharp talons. It raises its head in the air and starts sniffing as if trying to find you.
Is it within
Everything is
90
silent.
feet?
I'm sorry?
Is it within 90 feet?
It's within 5. Well, put your token on the ground real quick, right by everyone else. I can't put your tokens on the ground for you because then you won't be able to move them.
I want to go in.
You just have to click and drag your character sheet onto the grid and just drop it there, and that'll create a token that you can control.
Oh,
Yeah. Roll20 is really cool.
I was approaching the body, so I put myself up.
Oh,
Right
that
there.
is completely fair. Okay. Each of these tiles is 5 feet, so it is not within 20 feet of you.
90 feet.
Oh, 90? Yeah, it's well within 90.
It is also within
Yeah.
20 feet. It's only 15 feet away.
5. He's the drunkard. He's on the far left.
Yeah.
It's only 3 times 15.
No, not the body, Lily, the monster.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah,
Got it. I was confused.
that is perfectly okay. I'm confused all the time. It is well within 90 feet. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well,
Okay, oh boy. You got Tasha's Mind Whip. You physically lashed out at one creature you can see within range. The target must take an intelligence saving throw on a failed save. The target takes 3d6 of physic damage. It can't take a reaction until the end of its turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets to move an action or a bonus action. It gets only one of the 3. Okay, that sucks. But
Yeah.
Okay, let me put its fucking health points in there real quick. There we go.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so I have to make a wisdom save?
intelligence save.
Intelligence. Oh, he's not a smart boy. What?
He passed.
What? That shouldn't be possible. Okay.
He takes 5 psychic damage.
But he at least gets to choose his thing, so that is fine.
I
Okay.
basically just turned around and yelled, "Bad puppy! Bad!" That's the only thing.
It has no idea what the fuck you just said, and immediately turns to you since you're the one making noise, but it doesn't move yet, as it takes its immediate psychic damage, and just kind of curls a little bit. Oh boy. Best of all, it's your turn.
Well, I've already planted the rock here, so anybody who wants to can just run to the other side of it, and you get a +5 to AC. So I don't feel like I need to use a bonus action to move that, but I can pop it to punch this motherfucker in the face twice with my remaining shields.
Okay, roll for it. Oh.
Okay. Let me see what my thing is so I can actually just roll it.
I had to make
Yeah,
sure
same.
wild magic didn't happen.
That's 2 attacks. It's a +7 to one of them and a +8 to the other. So that is a 26 and a 26.
Oh,
Do they
shit.
hit?
Yeah, I think they hit. Roll for that damage. I like how I gave everyone white backgrounds except for the fucking monster. Aye, aye, aye.
So that's... Well, my 2d8 is 7 and a 1, so 8, plus... 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 9, 25.
25. Oh, wow. Okay. I thought you didn't hit very well.
Yeah, well, not until I found that perk that I ended up taking for 4th level.
Somewhere for it.
Okay. Well, best of all, you're a big boy, and you are not phased by this fucking creature, as you're about the same size as it. You just kind of push through your friends a little bit, and like take your shields, and in a moment of pure courage that would bring your god great happiness, you take both your shields and slam it against either side of its head, eliciting a deep crunch from it and a thrilling wail of pain as you just basically crush its head a little bit. This also causes it to stagger backwards a little bit.
Wait.
As now it's... I'm sorry?
The math was a bit off. It's 16 because I added my strength bonus to both attacks, and you don't add it to the offhand attack unless you have two-weapon fighting, which I don't. So it's
That is
actually
still a
16,
heavy
not
attack.
25.
That's still a heavy attack. Okay. You still elicit that crunch, of course, and he staggers backwards a little bit, trying to get away from you. It's blatantly obvious now he can't see you, but he can smell you, and he smells Bug Boy. He doesn't know who to focus on now. There's a guy making noise and a man crushing his head. He's not a smart boy. But what does that matter? Lead in. It is your turn.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna use. First, I'm moving because this guy almost got my giblets. So we're gonna. Okay, that's the wrong tool.
God dang it.
We're gonna go over here, away from the thing, and then we're just going to. I'm gonna peek over the shield and point, and we're gonna use my absolute favorite spell, Toll the Dead.
Toll of the Dead. Does it just do
Necrotic damage, yes.
This is just that video that was like on a bunch of the scariest. We watched the scariest videos on the internet. The bells that signal your fucking death.
Yeah, well, they certainly signaled this motherfucker's death. Jesus Christ. Wisdom saving throw. Let's fucking go. He's actually got a good wisdom. 13. It's 15. He's so close. Alright, roll for that damage. And guess what? 3 times damage, baby!
Okay, so already I'm hitting him for 2d12 because he failed and he's hurt. So is that 6?
Yes.
Okay! 5 and the 1.
So, yeah, he's fucking dead.
That's what you get!
Wow.
Don't hurt me!
I really need to up his health just a little bit.
Why is there a cantrip that does 2d12 damage in the first place? That's so much damage.
It's only if they've already taken damage, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most like, all you have to do is be like, okay, everybody attack everything at least once. Like, that's just something you can instantly adapt your strategy to. It's not an actual penalty. You can still make this just as effective. And it's just that, like, Eldritch Blast is already one of the most overpowered things, and this kicks the shit out of that! Come on!
Oh,
Damn!
Blast is
it
is a
does
spell
3
attack,
times
though.
damage, too.
Yeah, well, that's your fault.
It is. I didn't expect you guys to have so many necrotic
You built the
spells.
fucking weaknesses in. That's on you. I'm just saying 2d12 is massive as like a starting point before we factor in resistances. That's badass.
So, Leodin, you raise your hands in that ever-loving prayer as bells toll in the battlefield, and the beast covers its head. It doesn't like this. It's screaming, it's wailing, and as it is, it's immediately turning to dust. You do so much fucking damage to it, you can pretty much feel what's left of its soul is also turning to dust. Jesus Christ. And after a moment of mind-bogglingly loud screeching, it falls face first into the dirt, dead. You're now left alone with a dead body that has health potions nearby, and Ash. Your book gets a new entry, by the way. Let me edit my thing. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Bio and info, please. Oh, cool. In players' journals, you are Alexis. There we go. Nope. You can't be. You can't edit my beast. Fuck you. You can only see them.
Ooh,
Okay.
he's a scary looking motherfucker.
I purposely chose him because he is scary looking.
Apparently, it wasn't that tough though.
He was meant to be tougher. I'm gonna change that in the next one, by the way. So fuck you.
Okay. That's fair. I accept that.
So, yeah, because good fucking god, I forget that you have that necrotic spell. and it just kicks everything's ass. Okay. Swiftfoot, I noticed that you came up to the body. What are you doing to it?
We
Don't
should
be-
change it to Toll the DM.
I'm taking the potions.
Ooh, hey! You fucked up. I'm so sorry.
I don't
As
care.
you pick up the potions, there's about 5 of them on the ground. And as you do, the potion bites you. You immediately take one damage for now, but it latches on, and it will not come off. As it bites you, the other 4 potions spring to life as well. These aren't potions, they're mimics, and you're now covered in all 5, each of them trying to bite at you.
Can this be the
Here's-
second campaign I'm actively in where someone loses a hand?
He doesn't
This
lose
is
a hand,
why
it's like,
I should have said something, because I could have told if they were bad or good.
they can't take your hand off, but one is attached to his wrist and actively sucking his blood.
Isn't it weird this isn't the first time this has happened?
I'm not surprised.
Initiative is still going on. Marjorie, it is your turn.
Bless the creature that just died and helped him go on to the next life.
It's already it's ashes, mate. You have nothing to blast.
No!
Bless.
I'm blessing it!
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Priests. I don't get them either.
What is your god? Give me a moment. I gotta pull up my notes. Fucking hell. You are a cleric water elf. Let me pull up your file real quick. You're Marjorie.
Life domain.
Huh?
Life domain. If that's what
Life
you're looking for.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me pull up my notes. I actually have her god written down somewhere. Give me a moment. Because there are certain things that will actually elicit responses from your gods. Okay, this beast that you're attempting to bless, it completely fails. In fact, you feel a outstanding pain in your forehead. You can't bless this creature, and every time you do, the pain only gets worse.
You physically see Satan reach up and be like, nah, bro.
This is not a
Don't
beast
they
you
have
can bless.
something to help?
I mean, you have a lot of things to attack the mimics that are on me.
Yeah, I was
Take
about to
Yeah,
say,
the priorities.
just for every either hour or 10 minutes, which one did I set them to? Give me a moment. But I don't have their file pulled up. Why? I'm such a bad DM. Okay. It's every hour, I think. Yeah. Okay. Which, if broken down to 10 minutes, means okay.
Six of those.
There's about 5 or 6 of them, and they're all latched onto you. Some of them can't bite through your armor. Others found weak points, so I'm gonna say 3 of them are actively sucking your blood.
Okay, can I take one out?
Wait,
It depends.
I wanna check because this is actually scientifically a thing. Back when Steven Tyler used to do a lot of heroin, mosquitoes that drank his blood would OD. So are these mimics getting drunk given how intoxicated Swiftfoot is?
That is a good question.
I think they have to make Constitution saving throws.
Aww. Okay, I'm gonna roll some damage. I'm gonna make it a D8.
Damage from just getting drunk? I think they would just fall.
Nope, they take damage.
It's what happened last time I got drunk. I got shot, actually.
So that's they take for every 10 minutes that they are on him, he takes damage, but so do they. So,
So keep drinking and you'll just Goku them.
unless they
That's
kill him
fine.
first.
Can I take
I
one
can
out?
heal him. We can wait this out. Fuck these guys.
There are
I'll
there's
come over to you
we're
and
gonna
you
go
can
with
use
their
your bursts
sticks.
and
Only
hit all of them.
There's 2 of them that have been unable to actually latch onto him and are failing. You can attack those safely without hurting him.
Oh no! I'm gonna use something. Whatever she just said.
She has Word of Radiance, which is a AoE cantrip. We just have to walk close enough to each other, and she can damage all of them.
But won't
And
that
not
hurt you
me.
as well?
Nope. She gets to choose.
Yeah, there's some of them
Anyone
that
in the-
are selective.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna hate this campaign, I can tell.
You know,
Let me click on the spell.
Okay, DC 14 Constitution save. Oh, there it is. Did you find word? Burning radiance, you nature, Okay, let's fucking go. They have pretty good Constitution last I checked, so you might actually not be able to do this. Constitution. Yeah, you fucking fail. So fuck you. I'm
Do I?
not doing- you utter your famous words and your god tries to help you despite you not knowing. But yeah, these little fuckers are tenacious and they're unaffected by your spell whatsoever.
are they
you
unaffected or
basically-
do they take half?
They're unaffected. It's a cantrip.
Oh, cool.
So they are completely unaffected. The word, it's kind of like sweet nothings. You basically go, hey, you can get off my friend now, and they completely fucking ignore you.
You tried to tickle them off of Swift.
Oh,
They're not ticklish.
Trinity, what is your character's name? It's your turn.
Ready.
Liara, it is your
Yeah.
turn.
Due to the Chaos Bolt's nature of me being able to pick a target, I'm sadly gonna yeet a bolt at you at one of the two on the outskirts.
Okay.
I apologize now.
fine.
It suck it. That hits.
Yeah, no fucking duh. Jesus Christ.
What happened?
I natted.
What's all those pretty words?
Okay, well, you don't attack 2 of them, you attack 3 of them. Roll for that damage.
Who?
So, the
I'm talking to Liara.
okay. So I have a 2 and I have a 1.
A 2 and a
Correct.
1?
Yeah. For
Oh, I see.
for the damage type.
Alright.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna use cold because I think acid would have a bad effect. So, we're gonna freeze them.
Okay, so you want to do
9 plus 15 cold.
24 cold damage?
Yep.
And you're hitting 3 of them due to your crit, because usually it jumps over and hits 2, I think. So, you cast this bolt of frozen absolute nothingness, and it bounces like a fucking chain lightning. Boing, boing, boing! Hitting 3 of these mimics immediately. They're not very strong, so they basically just turn to icicles and fall off him, shattering to the ground, spilling a little bit of blood that was left in them. Unfortunately, it does have a small AoE, and it causes very, very minor...
We froze.
Exy, you cut out.
Yep.
Is he gone?
Yep.
No more Exy.
Oh,
Down
wait,
with the
what?
Tyrant DM.
Oh no.
We're all the
Nothing.
DM
Our
now.
DM. He's broken.
He's talking in Discord, I think. Someone's talking in Discord. He's still in the Discord
Say-
call.
I'm trying to catch a cat in too. I hope he can forgive me.
Oh, well.
You can forgive me. I'm sorry.
Do 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 do.
Hello, hello, hello?
Okay.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay,
What?
we're
Why
we're
did
missing a-
Liara leave?
Yeah. Turns out Trinity was the problem the whole time. She left.
Apparently I
There we
disconnected
go.
As well.
Let me check my stream to make sure it's going. Is it still going? It is still going. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
X before the end of my turn. I also
Okay.
want to use my bonus action for Shadow Blade.
Okay, did you guys hear what I said about them freezing and minor frostburn? Okay.
You started to explain the minor frostburn part of it.
Okay, it does no damage to him, but it's sure fucking cold. Okay.
X before my final turn. I want to use Shadow Blade as a bonus action.
What does that do?
Just makes me a sword.
Okay. You are in a very well lit area, so you do not get your advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. It is now my turn. Swiftfoot. I rolled a 13 on my attack. Does that hit? Did I die again?
No,
No,
I'm here.
You're still here.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm
No.
like, no? Oh, it really does. Yeah, it does. You get an armor class of 13.
Now I have an armor class of 15 because I have shield, but I just activated as a reaction ability.
Hold on, let me find shield. Invisible barrier, until the start of your next turn, +5. Well, that sucks. Okay.
Welcome to D&D.
You take no damage from including against triggering attacks, and you take no damage from magic missile. Well, they try to continue sucking your blood, but yeah, apparently your blood is also protected, as your shield just completely and utterly fucking makes it impossible for them to drain you, kind of like a bad ex on a Sunday night.
Well, they're drinking from me. I'm drinking from my flask. It's a thing.
Everybody gets a drink.
Oh,
That's
true.
right.
What a good day.
Okay, Fiona, it's now your turn.
Well, I'm drinking from my flask.
Oh shit, they take damage too now because it's your turn and they take damage. Because
Yep.
you're still fucking drinking. They
Yep.
take 6 damage, okay.
That's what I do.
So, minus 6.
You drink and you don't know things.
I think I know things.
You sometimes try to know things, maybe.
Fiona, it's your turn. Or
Oh,
no-
that's what I'm doing. I'm going to take the defense action and drink.
Oh, I'm dumb. Okay.
You're gonna
That's
Goku
what I'm
them.
doing.
Okay, best of all, it is your turn. There is all of like two leeches still attached to him, still trying to suck his blood, and yeah, he seems he just doesn't seem bothered, really.
No.
Cool, I'm gonna pick up the rock and chillax.
We're actually gonna wait this out. Okay.
They're taking 1d8 damage per turn. They're tiny little mimics. They don't have that much health. We're fine.
Lead it in. It is your turn.
Also, what am I gonna do? Punch them with my shields? That seems... They're very small. I feel like I'm mostly just gonna be hitting Swiftfoot.
I mean, you can grab them and like crush them. They're basically bugs.
Yeah, I don't want to touch bugs. I'm scared of everything. You think I like bugs?
You are a bug.
Best of all is terrified of bugs.
Fucking hell.
I mean,
And mirrors. You know why? Because mirrors always seem to have bugs in them for some weird reason. He can't figure it out. But there's always bugs in them.
No.
Leonin, are you gonna wait this out too?
I'm strongly considering it. I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wait it out. Anything that I have, I think, would probably just be more likely to hurt than help.
Yeah, this so far seems like the most efficient possible way to solve the problem. Is to just let him die.
Okay. Well, as the time passes, one more leech falls off of his body in a drunken stupor and dies of alcohol poisoning. Marjorie, it is your turn. Do you want to wait it out and wait for the last leech to just die, or do you want to do something?
Out.
I didn't hear you. What?
Taking it out.
Oh, another one of these. Okay.
Yep.
Is this a cantrip? It is. Okay, so I have to make a Constitution? Constitution. They have really good Constitution. But not today. Roll a 1d6, please.
It's 2d6 actually now. We're level 5. Max damage, apparently.
Wow. Yeah, your word of you whisper a word of sweet nothings to this leech, and in a moment of like drunken stupor, it thinks you're kind of pretty and falls off of him and because it's falling while drunk, it hits the ground, it pops like a balloon, and his blood just splatters to the ground and dies. All of them are dead, and your friend is utterly unfazed. Just completely unfazed.
And sure, I'll take a drink.
How's your health? Like, how far are you from max?
I've only lost 1 hit point.
He only lost 1 hit point from the initial attack, and that is it.
I'm not even gonna heal you then. And now, hold up. I just want to make a suggestion. Since you have a bottomless flask that has infinite alcohol, pour one out for the dead.
I'll do that.
You pour a little bit of your drink, whatever it may or may not be, onto the ground, and it creates a small puddle around what's left of these poor little parasitic fucking bastards.
The idiots drank themselves to death, alright? That's natural selection at its truest form.
Glad the
I
drunk
take
of our
offense to
group
that.
got him.
Swiftfoot, you actually get a small buff for the next encounter. You gain +2. Reason being is because in your religion, drinking is a huge thing, and you basically shared your drink unwittingly with a beast. Anytime you share your drink, you get a +2 to your next roll.
That's.
So,
It's gonna be hard to not get that.
I know,
mean-
it's gonna be permanent, basically.
I mean, you've got an alcoholic cat over here too, so.
So,
Yeah.
but you don't know this, you just kind of feel a little bit empowered by the fact that you shared a drink unwittingly. On the ground by the dead guard, there is all of 1 actual health potion that didn't attack you.
I'll toss it in my bag.
You have +1 health potion.
Awesome.
The body seems to be reaching towards something, a piece of lumber that is still scorched but covering a strange outline.
If it's a dead body, how is it reaching for something? Quick, kill it! It's lying!
It died while reaching for this, is what
I'm
I'm
teasing.
trying to... But, yeah.
I'll try to move it closer to it.
I'm gonna bless it.
Just don't
As you-
pick up anything.
Everything around you is a mimic. It's all trying to kill you. I smoked that wrong. Fuck my throat. Ah!
It's like the everything is cake joke, now everything is mimic. It's also just the game Prey. If you've played the game Prey, that's the whole game. That's it.
Yeah.
It's the whole
Yeah.
game.
It was a
Yeah.
good game.
It was.
Burnt is the guard.
The guard is not burnt whatsoever, but he is devoid of all blood.
Can I loot
Ooh,
him?
sucked him dry.
Yeah, you can loot him. He's carrying metal armor, like a full plate armor. He's about 6'5". He's a tall boy, and he's also carrying a steel sword.
Does this plate armor just... sorry, I have to ask because of character traits. Does this plate armor look like it might perhaps be specially fashioned to fit a 7'5" bug monster?
If you bent it in a few ways, it could fit. It might not be comfortable, but it could feasibly fit you.
Can I take his sword?
I do
Yes.
not need armor in my life, Exy. You do not want me to have armor. Are you fucking kidding me?
Fucking bet you're already impossible to hit. Why not
Exactly.
make it that much harder?
What do
Plus,
I bid
all
for the,
armor for me is supposed to cost 4 times what it normally does.
Give me a moment. I'm giving you a steel sword.
Alrighty. I
We'll
figured
We'll just
that'd
find
be
4
helpful
sets of armor.
for
and we'll-
fights instead of using up
Does
all
he-
of my 3rd level spells for a shadow sword.
Does he have a shield?
He does not.
That's a shame. Best of all,
He has-
only works in shields.
He has steel armor, a steel sword, and he has a few kind of like packets of something. They look to be like a rudimentary smoke bomb.
Does he have any kind of sigil or anything on him?
Sigil.
Like a clan tag or something that somebody remembered by?
Clan tag. I know you are just talking about, like, you know, a clan, but my brain is like, why would this guy have been playing Halo? The fuck? That's some weird anachronisms
I
to
mean,
be
we're
bringing
heading-
in, Trinity.
We're heading to the city. I would like to know more about what the fuck happened here. So if I can get a sigil and be like, hey, any of you dumb fuckers recognize this, that would be nice.
Does he have any gang tattoos, perhaps?
So,
Liara, you now have a longsword.
Yay!
I'd like to go examine where the piece of wood and the maybe entrance block is.
And you said that longsword's silver too, right?
No, it's just steel.
Oh, okay.
Deal.
But it
Um,
can still be turned into a booming blade and
Oh,
green fire, so
Liara,
yeah.
can you roll religion real quick?
absolutely.
Really
But-
show me.
9. You don't notice any symbols of any form. You do recognize, well, you don't recognize it, but you do see a single symbol etched into like the side of his neck, but you don't recognize it.
I know
don't
he
have
was
any
just
paper on
reading
yet.
the number you rolled, but when you rolled and Exy said 9, my first thought was, wow, I've never rolled so bad that the DM just says no.
Leodin, you go up to the wood and the small outline and the patch of soot and ash, and underneath this wood, you actually notice that it seems to be like a kind of strange trap door covered in a mix of stone and grass.
Oh, perfect. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use mold earth and move that out of the way.
As you move the as you move the earth, the what's left of the building that was by it kind of falls in, only impeding your progress.
Okay, it's a cantrip. We're gonna do it again.
Because this is wood, well, are you like using the earth to move the wood, or?
Okay, you said I was just moving the stuff that's covering it so that it's off of the door.
Okay, you do that just fine then, no troubles. It is now a hole that goes very far down, you can't see, and there's a ladder attached to the edge of this hole.
Okay, I'm just gonna hover down then. Hey guys, I think I found the entrance!
I'm gonna follow after.
me too.
Everybody follows?
I
Yeah,
told you I knew where it was.
I'm gonna follow in the back and walk backwards so that nothing can sneak up on us.
Down a ladder?
Can you roll acrobatics just for shits and giggles? I want to see this.
I'm like using my tail, you know, it's a lot going on. Let's see, my acrobatics is +7. I am acro and batic, as a matter of fact. So 17.
17? Okay, yeah, you walk backwards just fine. You have zero troubles. You bump into Swiftfoot a little bit, causing, in his drunken stupor, to kind of stumble a little bit. But you each make it down the hole just fine. And
You rolled good enough to survive, but not good enough to knock your allies off the ladder. Swiftfoot plummets to their death.
I actually have Featherfall, I'll be fine.
Dope. But do you know you have Featherfall?
No, I don't know I have magic at all.
Exactly.
I don't have a map for this area. I'm sorry, I'm lazy, so screw you guys. I'm just going to explain it.
Just picture that scene from Spy Kids 2 where they're falling forever.
You go down the hole and it's very dark. You actually cannot see what you're grabbing or where you're going. But after, oh, can you? You've got dark sight. That's right. A lot of
We
you have dark
all
sight.
but the only one of us that doesn't have dark sight is Swiftfoot.
Swiftfoot, you're the biggest.
Blind as a bat and drunk, the rest of us can all see in the dark.
So
I'm not sure that I can.
I don't know if you can because you didn't drop your character sheet in the Discord. Everyone else did, so I looked at everyone's sheets.
Fair.
So I just so I could put them into the D&D plugin for Twitch.
you're
Gotcha.
leading, right?
Yes.
I think you do, actually. Give me a moment. Leading. You.
I am a fairy. I'm not sure I can see in the dark.
I don't see it. You do not as well.
Okay, well then I'm gonna cast light on my cursed book then.
Fine,
Alright.
then I take it back. Not everybody has dark sight, just everybody important.
Light is
Excuse you.
That's fine, I'm not even an adventurer. I'm not... I should have brought this up, I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
None of us are. We don't have any memories.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Sure.
Well, it was blind as a bat for a little bit, but then a nice little light from a book happens, because, you know, knowledge brings you light. Um, and, and you make it down after about 30 feet of what seems like endless climbing down a ladder, and entering into a much, much larger cavern than the previous one. It is a bustling small city. There are guards, there are bards, there are whores, there's people. There are everything and everyone, and especially a lot of very undead creatures that don't seem to give two fucks about you guys. And you're in a very new area. A couple guards notice you, but they don't really seem to give a fuck as they go about their duties. You're in a new area and have no idea what's going on.
I want to
Hey,
make a run
gambling
to
illegal here?
where I can see the most drunk people coming up to get my bearings.
Okay, you said that. I couldn't hear Swiftfoot. What'd you say, Swiftfoot?
I yell at one of the guards, "Hey, is gambling illegal here?"
One of the guards kind of stops, looks at you, kind of funny, and oh shit, what language do you have? Fuck.
Sir, you're in Vegas.
You're in Vegas, it's okay. What
Why are
language
you
do
even here if you don't know that?
If they don't speak a language I have, I'm just going to cast tongues.
Okay, well then, fuck.
It's a spell that just covers them in tongues.
Why do you have so many things? What languages do you speak?
Because we're level 5, that's why.
Yeah, you started as at level 5, Exy. That's a lot of stuff.
Is there a way
Yeah.
I can actually see your things without like altering how you guys see them? Real quick.
Let me pull up my regular sheet and I'll see what.
I think, like, the way I've always thought of it is if you want, like, an RPG game, you start at level 1. If you want to play as, like, Hawkeye level superhero, you start at level 5. If you want to start as the Avengers, you start at, like, 10.
That is completely fair.
Don't diss my boy fucking Hawkeye
Hey,
like
Hawkeye's great, but he isn't a superhero. He's just a very, very adept human, which is like our characters. We're badasses.
Fucking
We're
fair.
not gonna take on Superman.
Hawkeye is also blind, but that's beside the point. I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And,
deaf.
and deaf.
Oh, he's deaf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's
I'm
deaf.
sorry.
Yep.
I'm getting beside my point. The guard kind of looks at you, funny, and kind of says, yeah, just hit the pub. Why are you here? Who are you?
What
Oh my
excellent
God, I
questions!
need
We
to
don't
know.
have answers.
Do you know? We don't know.
I'm a
I
god
I just
and
need
I
to get my
demand
flask.
Ask your
I-
flask.
I walk past the guard and I start putting my nose in the book. So is this the entrance to the place you wanted us to find, or?
All you get is yes. Just yes.
Okay. I
Um,
close the book.
Did someone say they were talking to their flask?
No, I need to fill my flask. It's a lie, but
Okay.
that's my excuse for what I'm doing here.
It's a lie, you say. Roll that deception.
I can
Oh.
do that.
You have
It's a bottomless flask. Would they be suspicious enough of him saying I'm gonna fill a flask to even bother trying to decipher? if he's
Apparently
lying?
not.
These guys
Yeah.
are very on point, but you and your drunken stupor also have a silver tongue. The guard takes one look at you and goes, "Yep, that makes sense," and goes about his business.
See, that's what I want. I want like a College Humor style parody of Ocean's 11, where the whole perfectly laid out intricate plan all gets ruined by like one overly inquisitive guard who's like, you know, I don't recognize you. Were you here yesterday? And oh fuck, the whole plan falls apart.
Oh, the guard just basically says, "Yep, that makes sense," and goes about his business, ignoring the rest of you. Best of all, your arm speaks to you a little bit and had nice, godly, soothing voice, and he says, "You have a mission to fulfill."
Upon first hearing it, Best of All goes, ah! Oh,
Yeah, no, just
what?
what
What? What is mission?
mission? Have you forgotten? You must get men and materials for the town you just helped. Unless, of course, you have forgotten and failed your duties.
I've forgotten everything. I've been in a coma. How do you not know this, your god?
I only have so much power.
So do I. I'm a bug. What do you want from me, dude?
How would a god respond to that?
Don't pick
Only that you
Scooby-Doo as your
fulfill your
messiah,
duty.
y'all.
I don't think so. Underground.
Okay.
Water.
So we
I
need
want to
find-
wander into the bar, and what was the city we were supposed to go to? I can't remember its name.
You are in the city. All you know it as is the town of Ash.
I want to walk into the bar and start a fight, so I can get to the highest authority as quickly as possible.
What the okay.
Uh,
Oh boy. Hey,
uh,
you fucked up.
Did I?
You fucked up.
Did I not start a fight and just get thrown in the jail for the night with just getting shit-faced?
Hold
So
on.
I can get to the highest authority.
These guards don't want to kill you, but they're not very happy.
Okay, I'll come peacefully. I just want to speak to the highest
I
authority.
thought gambling wasn't illegal.
Oh, Swiftfoot, I love your character, but God, he's so proficient in everything that I don't want him to be. That is fine though. Fuck, what's your name? Liara. Liara, you go up to the pub, grab someone else's drink, and just chug it, and then immediately deck that person. And across the way, you see a very familiar man watching you, and he goes, "Hey, hey, hey, yeah, this is what I want. Fight. And immediately everybody jumps on your ass. You are now in the biggest bar fight you've ever been in, despite the
Five
fact
copper on the cat.
it takes almost no time for 3 or 4 guards to walk up to the pub and try to break it up, only causing the commotion to get worse as they get pulled into the bar fight. And all you hear is this familiar voice going, "Yeah, I'm betting on that fucking kitty boy. I want to see what happens."
Is my ring happy with the chaos?
Your ring is having a heyday. You're basically having the time of your life. Swiftfoot, you hear a small little twinge of a voice, like a whisper in the back of your brain going, "Help him out." Don't care how you help him out. Fight, talk, but go help.
I got money on this fight. That wouldn't be fair.
It takes a moment. The voice goes quiet and it goes, "Fair. Continue." Oh, your god does not give any fucks. There's now a bar fight. I'm not gonna make it a combat situation, but shit's getting whacked. Lyra is getting punched. She's punching back. Tails are being pulled. Beer is being spilled, and all you hear is Stinky Joe in the back just spurring them on. What do the rest of you do?
Throw a net on everybody to try to pull everybody away from this bar fight.
How big is your fucking net?
Pretty small. It's like one person at a
One.
time.
You ain't getting me again.
This one has a strength of 10, so...
Yeah, no, you had, hold on. Let me see your net. Let me see your net. Those are attacks and
It's
stuff.
just a regular net.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hun, you throw your net into this group and you only cause more commotion as it kind of catches on their legs, causing them to trip and hit their heads or spill more beer. And all you hear is, "Yeah! More!
I'm trying to help.
I want to yell at Swiftfoot if I can get, like, if I have a spare minute, I want to yell at him for a beer. Just run into the crowd.
You stop for a split second and go, hey, Swiftfoot, I need a drink!" And immediately get decked in the face.
To be fair, you also get a beer. It just kind of floats over to you. I don't know how it happens. It's weird, but...
What's the name of the town that we just came from with the broken wall?
Fuck, that is a good question. Let me... Your town is. I just have it named as Start. Fuck. Let me pull up my notes. Hold on. Hold on.
Because if we're going out to get aid for a place, we should probably be able to tell them what place we're getting aid for.
I don't actually have a name for the town, apparently. I'm gonna call it Sestival.
Okay.
That was an on-the-fly thing. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. That's a sign of good DMing, is you are able to decisively come up with something at the moment. Festival?
Yeah?
I need you to make a really loud noise and get everyone's attention.
Hey, before we go on, I'm getting some really bad doubling. Who's getting the doubling?
I think that's Fiona.
Yeah, it's probably for me.
Okay.
Because with two of them at the thing, they're probably not using headphones, I assume.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's better now.
I adjusted my microphone so it shouldn't pick up as much.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
No problem.
So, best of all, through all the commotion and the yelling and the cat pulling and the chaos that is making two gods at least very happy, you hear our friend yell for you to make a very loud noise. What do you do?
I want to make a Constitution roll to scream as loud as I can.
Go for it.
I rolled a 13. My Constitution is 14, which is plus 2, so 15.
15? That's good enough. You kind of take a really deep breath, and your arm, you hear it already. It just goes, oh no. As you're a bug, you don't really have the best vocal cords, and you make the most shrill, childlike bird mix screech ever. It brings everything to a dead fucking stop as it rings throughout the cavern. The nearest people may or may not have some bloodied ears now. As everything stops. No
Okay,
one's
so-
moving.
In this moment of silence, I'm going to try and make a speech to ask for aid for Trustafall, since we got a lot of people here.
So you do pretty good despite being 3 foot nothing.
Actually, I'm 2 foot. Well, no, I'm like 2'9", like
3 foot nothing.
3 foot nothing.
3 foot nothing. You muster up every little bit of courage you can to speak to however many hundreds of people are in this cavern. Fucking Bestifal's god would be proud, by the way. As you basically ask for help with Sestival. A strong, very handsome-looking dwarf walks up to the group, except for you, Lyra, because fuck you, you started a bar fight.
Hey, I'm just trying to get everyone's attention, okay? I'm chaos, but you know, I'm productive chaos. I got people here. You're welcome.
I noticed. And he goes, Sestival? You're here from Sestival? What do they need?
Well, their wall kind of got really badly damaged, and right now they're all in a fight for their lives against the hungering demons that are on the outside, and they need men to kind of support them, and then, like, masonry and stuff to fix the wall.
You see his face turn a pale white as he listens to you. From anger over the bar fight and the possibly bloodied ears to just extreme worry. He seems to stutter a little bit. He says, wait, how is the wall broken? That should be impossible.
I agree. I'm not really sure that we know what happened. Must have been the monsters.
Can you roll for deception?
Absolutely.
Damn it! God damn it, this is great. I love this. You got a 20 and a 21, and neither of them are gnats. What the fuck? Okay. Your timid ways seem to have an effect as he believes you. Growing only more concerned, he quickly turns around and starts issuing commands right away. I need men, I need materials, I need this, that, and after about two or so minutes of commands and immediate guards rushing, some of them from the bar fight, mind you, exit and start doing what he says. There's no hesitation whatsoever. You could tell these men would follow this man barefoot into hell. And he turns back and he says, I appreciate you coming here, but why are you here? I don't know you, and I heavily doubt that my daughter knows you.
Oh, would your daughter be the captain?
He squints his eyes a little bit and he says, yes? You don't look like a guard, and your fellows over there are rather...
Well, you see,
Strange.
we find ourselves in a very odd predicament. All of us don't remember who we are. Your daughter found us.
I'm trying to think. Give me a moment.
Absolutely, take your time. So your daughter found us, and she brought us inside. And then there was this huge attack that happened, and we helped with that. We're apparently very good at fighting, which I guess is a good thing. But yeah, she seemed in a lot of trouble, and we wanted to help.
Stinky Joe in the back immediately pipes up and goes, yeah, you're good at fighting. Look at what you did all this. And the captain immediately goes, shut the fuck up, Joe. I'm talking. I'm worried. He turns back and he says, she helped you and you helped her.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean she found you? He's immediately growing suspicious a little bit.
Well, honestly, like I said, it's a little fuzzy on the details. I don't really...
We were in a
have these
field.
things. We were in a field. When we woke up, we were in a... What was it? Was it a cave? I don't think it was a cave. We were underground in a room. And...
Best of all, roll deception. You're the only one who hasn't rolled it and you started talking.
But I'm not lying.
we were in a room.
I have not told any lies.
But you said you were in a field. That is a
Yeah,
lie.
isn't that where we fell?
No, you fell in a fucking wall. There was no field nearby.
Well, Best of All wasn't lying. He's just dumb.
You know what?
Can
I wanna
verify
walk over
as the
to
brain
the,
of Best of All.
I want to walk over to the dwarf
fair.
and offer an apology and tell him the truth.
You want to tell the truth.
I may be the
Ooh.
god of chaos, but I still have good intentions.
Telling the
you
truth
gotta-
is a hella chaotic move right now, so way to play it.
That makes sense. I want you to roll for persuasion.
17.
Damn.
That's pretty good. Okay, it's not a nat 20, but it's good. It's good. You grab a nearby beer that somehow, by some grace of the alcohol gods, was not spilled. And walking up to this dwarf, you're a man of alcohol. You can see other men of alcohol. You're not a man, you're a female. I'm so sorry. You're
That's
a woman of alcohol, and you can tell when other people are also a follower of the drink. And going up to this dwarf, you offer this drink, and you tell the whole truth. You leave nothing out. He takes the drink, takes a long sip, and then crushes the mug in his hand without even trying. And he goes, you know what? I ain't nearly drunk enough to deal with this, but at least one of you knows how to tell the truth. Now, I'm willing to cut you a little bit of slack. You came over. This is not his voice, but I'm smoking, and I fucked up, so. You told the truth, and you came over to help them. You didn't have to help them. And my daughter is obviously in danger. When he thinks for a moment, he's got a very luxurious beard. I mean, it is beautiful. Gandalf the White would be proud. And he strokes it, and he goes, I'll still send you help, but you owe me the two liars over there. Well, the bug boy, I don't know what he is. I don't know.
I've never told a lie in my life, dude. I mean, I've only been alive for a day, but I've never told a lie in my life.
You know what?
Listen,
Look.
maybe we
No,
weren't.
no, don't you talk, Sonny. I don't want you talking right now. You tried to deceive me, and I understand why. Being the people that destroyed the wall, I can see why you'd be scared of me.
I
but
never
it's
said we
better-
didn't destroy the wall. Why the fuck would I say that? We're clearly the ones who destroyed the wall. I was definitely not the one who tried to deceive you. I don't know where you got that from, buddy.
He's specifically talking to the Fey girl right now.
Okay.
So, but from the way it's said, I can tell you didn't do it on purpose. Unfortunately, we don't have enough material to help them. We'll send what we can right now, but the rest of our material's in the quarry. If you want that material, you're gonna have to escort it to us personally. It's not very far. It's about a 30-minute walk.
Okay, can you mark it on the map?
Map? I ain't got a map.
No, I
We
have a
have a
map.
map.
Can you mark
Can
it
you
on
mark it?
our map?
Oh yeah. Hey, give me a quill. You there? And he points to a random guard who's just kind of helping clean up the bar fight. This guard seems surprised as he got caught drinking on the job. Captain doesn't give a fuck, and he immediately grabs like a quill from nearby and hands it to the captain. Captain roughly grabs your map and kind of scribbles on it a little bit, showing where this quarry is and a safe route to said quarry. It is about a 30-minute walk. You could probably make it faster on your Death Riders. And he says, "You don't have to do this. We could probably do it, but you owe me for at least trying to deceive me a little bit, Fey girl."
I mean, anything that helps the captain out. She seemed... Well, I really don't want to get her eaten by monsters. It doesn't sound fun.
You don't want her eaten by monsters. I raised that girl since she was nothing but a guppy.
Yeah,
What do
so you
think
should
that-
be on
She
our
was
side.
Guppy? How did she turn into a person?
Oh, you faithful girl to sing. Guppy. It's slang, I guess you could call it. Like a...
Oh, you were playing with words!
Yes, I was playing with words.
Oh, yes, I hear stupid people do that sometimes.
Yeah,
Leonin just 100% just floats up and sits on Bestival's shoulder and is like,
Okay, we have our directions. Goodbye!
just
Best of all, you get a moment of twinge of like happiness from your god because you mustered the courage to fucking say that in front of someone who has no problems gutting you.
I'd love to see him try.
So would I, but he wouldn't land a single fucking hit.
Bring it the fuck on, guard bitch.
Okay, now here's the question. It is now 8 o'clock over here. Do you want to continue this and do this mission, or do we want to start this off next time?
I usually assume 4 hours, so I've got the time cut out.
What about the rest of you?
I do too.
I'm good to go. I would ask for like a 5-10 minute
Yeah,
pee break.
I was about to
but
say a quick bathroom break before part 2.
Fiona and the other. I can never remember her name. Are you guys also okay with this?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
All right. Then we're going to take a 10 or 15 minute break. Meet back at 8:15 or so.
Perfect.
All right. I'll see you then. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Hell yeah!
I wondered what you were singing.
Nice. I want it to be known I got a bacon lettuce tomato burger. A BLT. So if you hear me chewing, I am terribly sorry.
You know, he might actually get more views. I mean, I can slowly chew a chip if you guys need more views, maybe, since ASMR apparently gets views. I've got like a whole bag of these I can slowly munch.
Hey, you know what? I will find a cute little dress and I'll become a Twitch thought.
See, I'm thinking.
X, please don't kill me. I don't have my will written, and my parents can't get my kid. No, please don't.
I have different ideas for how to get my views. You see, I have 2 dogs and 3 cats.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a way.
Hence why I think I'm going to start referring to my channel as the zoo. But, I'm like, yeah, you just put those cute fuckers on camera and you're good. We got
You've got like
this.
500,000 likes and views and subscribers.
Still waiting for
I
that
put
part. Still
ASMR
waiting for
in
that
my
part.
title.
But there's at least 2 people enjoying the zoo. Unfortunately, I don't have one of my pets here to show them.
Yo, I
Believe
actually
me, they're cute.
I got some time to see your Don't Panic at the Disco one, I think it was.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
it-
Disco Elysium.
I had a shit ton of fun watching that. That was great.
Oh man, I was so upset that my next story stream wasn't until Saturday, which is tomorrow, because I was like, this was so much fucking fun, and I want to play Disco Elysium again right now, and I can't. It was upsetting.
All right, everybody's back in play, I believe. Sound off.
Hey,
Here.
it be us,
If you
the
can't hear
crew.
from the chip crunching here.
All right, we got the ASMR group. I actually put ASMR in my title for shits and giggles. I have no shame.
Hey,
Anyways,
ASMR with Exy.
God damn, where did you learn to do like voice acting like that?
Yo,
Fuck
dog.
no.
Yo, dog,
She nails the fucking Faye voice, and then it's just like, got the audiobook narrator voice down.
hun, I'm sorry to say this, but you made me feel some type of way with that. Don't do that again.
Okay, we're not allowed to say Exy's name in sexy voice. Got it.
I feel like I accidentally stumbled upon a Pornhub video.
Hey, I am.
It's like that Unis Honest where they tried to download a hypno video and accidentally downloaded porn.
That was so bad.
Oh, I love those men.
Oh god. I am single, so I'm not against sexy voice XD, but
I still remember when I
Feel
was
free,
younger,
just know the consequences.
I still
What?
remember when I was younger. We used to have CDs that my dad would burn with movies, right? And I found one that was called Snow White the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh no.
And my
alright.
year-old ass put that in the DVD player. It was not Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
God. Alright, we're going back to the story before we venture off in a whole new campaign.
Yeah, I was ready to start talking about coupling. Move on. It's a good show.
Okay, hold on. So, while Bestafall is carrying little Fey girl because he spoke some shit to a dwarf who would gladly gut him if he could actually hit the fucker,
If he could even find where my guts are, I'm a bug. You don't know. My heart could be in my butt.
Oh, yes.
Swiftfoot.
One-
Oh, sorry.
100%. Leodin is like, ah, yes, Bestival has called one of our. somebody who was mean to us stupid. Best of all is best of all.
Yes. While that's happening, Swiftfoot goes around the bar and whatnot, and starts pouring out drinks for everybody. Hit from his endless flask of alcohol. It elicits a couple weird looks, like, what the shit? I need that. But nobody questions it. After all, he's really drunk and has that sailor walk going on. So, yeah, no one's quite surprised. But as that happens, I take y'all are kind of taking your lead to go towards the quarry. You staying around? What's going on?
Yeah, I think we can head towards the quarry. Has anybody burned through spell slots or anything like that?
I mean, y'all use cantrips out the ass because those are your most powerful
Yeah.
spells.
I've only used
Sure.
one spell slot, so I'm not really concerned.
I've used a lot of
Alrighty.
spell slots, but I'm good.
Alright, I'm gonna up Swiftfoot a little bit because I seem to have lowered them somehow. Okay.
I lowered myself, so it would quit picking up other people.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna up you a little bit more then. Okay. So y'all make it out of the area. The ashen town of sadness and death and alcohol now is still eerily quiet, with only the faint crackles of, you know, what's left of the embers and a strange howling way, 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 way in the background. It's way too far to really give a shit about. And your map each of your maps has a small marking on them with where the quarry is and the safest route to said quarry. Your Death Riders aren't too far, they're about 50 or so feet away, but you could theoretically make the walk. Do you want to make the walk? Do you want to do the rides? Do you want to figure out how to evoke some god to teleport? Like, what's going on here?
I want to call Grumpy over.
You've named
I-
him Grumpy.
I have, because he snorted at me twice now.
Okay, that's just, it's a weird segue when you just talked about the movie that your dad had. And the Seven Dwarfs.
on.
Moving on, I want Grumpy back.
And here today, we have Snow White and the
No!
No! Fucking chill.
Beauty
Okay.
and the Beast never got so weird.
Oh, no.
Well then. No, I want Grumpy.
Yeah, I think we should probably take them, just in case we need help hauling stuff.
Okay. So you hop on your horses. There's Grumpy, Big Boy, and Alcoholic Horse. I don't have their names yet.
Sangria!
Sangria. I am now naming them Sangria.
He is a wonderful name for a horse.
Give me a moment.
Especially my horse.
Grumpy, Sangria, and Big Boy. Okay.
Big Boy is trying to approach, but he's just too dumb and thick. Clip clop at my chamber doors.
Stop! Oh, I'm getting messaged. Anyways, so you get on your horses and you make this ride, and they immediately go full sprint. They know where you want to go, but they don't care about you again, and they just go full sprint. A 30-minute walk very quickly turns into a 2-minute ride as you reach the quarry. It looks to be like an outfitted crater from an explosion. And around the edges, it's clearly shown that people have been mining in very distinct ways, and it kind of curves down like, you know, a lithium mine. And at the bottom, you can hear the chinks and clatters of chains and picks, and a few strange neighs that sound dead. You could probably figure these to be other Death Riders or related animals. There doesn't seem to be an easy way down. About 50 or so feet away, you can see a rope, actually a few ropes, that seem to lead down, but it's not going to be an easy climb.
Can I roll for
Hold on,
acrobatics on
hold
one of
on.
those?
Yes, same. I love acrobatics. I'm very good at it.
I'm a cat. I should be able to land this.
I hear Swiftfoot saying, "Hold on."
Yep, we all do.
Yeah, I got this.
On is being held. Fret not.
Fret not, my friends.
We're gonna jump.
You're gonna jump?
Dope.
We're gonna jump.
I mean, you would think that there's.
Jump.
Okay, all I see are ropes, but that doesn't make sense. How do they get the stone out of the hole?
Are we sure that there's not a ramp where horses can go down?
Or logic. But it's a big hole. And Cat
Yeah.
Brain says I must always go in hole. Because it is the void, and that is where I belong.
So,
Change
guys?
void.
Yeah.
We don't have any dead here to speak to
Yeah,
for the
there
horses.
is-
so
Hold on. I think I'm going to use something and I'm going to talk to the spirits that are still around.
You use another corpse.
Oh.
Spirit.
Oops.
So, hold on. One of you wants to jump. How are you jumping exactly?
I'm gonna wait till everyone jumps, and then we're gonna jump, and I'm gonna cast Featherfall.
Okay. Is that a
Yeah.
thing you have?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I respect it. So, the rest of you, are you jumping? Are you taking the ropes? I'll
I'm gonna
make
try
you-
and attempt the ropes, but hopefully Swiftfoot can save my ass if I fail.
I'm gonna ask God.
Up to 5 people.
I'm jumping.
I can fly.
Can I roll for acrobatics? X?
Up to 5 people can be casted Swiftfoot, he says. So, I assume he tells you. I assume Swiftfoot tells the group that. But
Oh no.
if-
I don't know I do magic. I just look around, take a drink, and say, I got this. Let's jump.
Okay,
That's how I cast almost all of my spells.
Oh boy. So, for those of you who are not jumping into the void, roll acrobatics. That fucking fails.
Ow, I know. Ow. Actually, hang on. I'm going to actually use my Tides of Chaos. I can roll again. Because I have that as well.
I rolled a
Okay.
24 acrobatics. Does that happen to pass?
Fuck this. Fuck this.
These dice are loaded, Trinity. What the fuck?
Exact. Six.
Stop cheating.
One.
I've gotten so close to a 1 on this podcast so far. Very close.
Okay. So we got a 27, a 7, and a 2 since he's
24.
rolling apparently
That
rolling
was actually for wild magic.
Oh. Shit, you have wild magic just like the other. Shit.
Yeah.
Hold up, let me pull up your file.
It didn't go wild. I only rolled a 2, not a 1.
Okay, let me pull up. Okay. So, how do I do this? So, best of all, you big boy, you very strong boy, you grab your ropes and you basically do like the army fucking straddle thing, and you start sliding down.
I want to
And
climb
I'm-
down them head first, like I'm
Hell yeah.
climbing up the rope upside down.
But shit, as you climb ass backwards down into the hole, the Tabaxi like tries to get a running start so she could do a really cool trick, grabs the rope and immediately lets go, and starts falling to her death, passing by you basically. Swiftfoot, I take you're actually jumping or taking the ropes, because you roll.
I take a shot and jump off.
So-
I do this all the time. That works out every time.
Okay, you, while you watch your Tabaxi friend absolutely just jump into the void, you and your drunken stupor kind of have a moment of, hey, I could do that, and just kind of fall off the edge. Just, whee! Marjorie, are you falling with him or are you taking a rope?
Jumping. I just hope and pray she can catch me.
Okay, so you also watching your best friend basically drunkenly fall into the void, hopping with him like whee! And you fall almost as fast as him immediately. All of you are now falling except for Fagro, who seems to be floating.
I'm falling?
Well, except for you as well. You're
I'm inverted climbing, excuse you.
You're inverted climbing. but
I'm
you
doing
watch-
the intro to the Tomb Raider live action film. The good one, not the
Okay.
new one.
Okay, give me a moment. Someone's messaging me and I'm getting annoyed. Okay, choose up to 5 fallen creatures within the range, blah blah blah, 60 feet per second until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes a... Hey, this is about 70 feet, roughly, so yeah, that would be okay. So, Swiftfoot, in your drunken stupor, you accidentally cast Featherfall. You don't even know how you do it. You basically just kind of take a swig and go, yep, sure wish I wasn't falling. and
And
your
the
wish kinda
monkey's
comes-
paw goes down.
And your wish kind of comes true as you, Tabaxi Girl, and Marjorie all suddenly stop falling, basically. And slowly fall to the ground at a safe pace. Each of you eventually hit the ground, barely kicking up some lithium and whatnot or lithium, gold, copper, rare trace elements. And at the bottom, you notice a team of about 30 men, women, and undetermined genders. And a lot of very undead creatures. Some look like rhinos, some look like horses, one looks like a snake. But I'm talking out my ass now. But you land in the bottom, and all of the people are still working except for one. He's kind of lazily sitting on a box, drinking from a flask. You don't know if it's filled with alcohol, but it's a flask, so you can pretty safely guess. Each of these people are either a gnome or a dwarf. There doesn't seem to be any other species around.
This feels oddly familiar. I think it's just the digging, though. I don't know why.
Any of you short people wouldn't happen to be able to point us to the nearest exit?
Person he topped off?
Oh my god. The guy drinking from the flask goes, "Hey, I like you, drinker. But no, I got plenty. As for, fuzzy thing, I don't know what you are, but what?
Adam.
Exit? What do you mean exit? How'd you get down here?
I don't want to talk about that. I just want to know how you guys get stuff out of here.
Well, he kind of rubs his forehead a little bit. He's a little intoxicated, but he's thinking for a moment, and he goes, I don't know why you're down here. We're just digging up stone. If you want now, I can probably set you up with some weird elevator or whatever. We got the means to do it. Why are you guys here? You're in a danger. We got explosives getting ready to go off. What?
Explosions?
Well, we're here for stone for Trustival. Their wall was damaged.
Cestival.
Really badly.
Cess.
Best of all,
Festival.
actually, my name is Best of all.
It's like cesspool, but cestival.
Cestival. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Strange name because I'm a strange person.
Cestafall. Cestaflat. Pontypool.
But no, there's a huge hole in the wall of Cestival.
Big,
Yes.
big hole.
Big hole. Need lot of stone.
And we
Bad doggies come through.
I heard Marjorie say something. What was that?
have to fix the wall.
The wall, yeah.
So
we have to fix the wall.
in your way of words that sounds distinctly like a caveman. He kind of goes, you guys drunk? I can tell one of you is, but are the rest of you okay? What do you mean this big holes, stone? Where'd you even? Did the
Listen.
captain send you?
Yes, the
I
captain
don't drink, I'm a
sent
man
us.
of God, I think.
You think?
Doesn't mean I don't drink.
It's a very, very long story that I don't really want to tell you.
It's pretty
Um,
short. We've been alive for a day.
What? Y'all, that's not
Wait.
something he would say. He's not country. He's dwarf. You get what is the dwarven version?
All I
of
need
y'all?
is a dwarf in a pickup truck now.
He can say y'all. It's just a contraction.
Yeah, but he's not country. He's dwarf. He's been living underground. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I can't say. It's part of my vocabulary, and it's killing me.
I would say, Virginian coal miners, like, they can say y'all. It's fine.
Just
Yeah,
start dropping all kinds of slang, just here and there. Like they'll be, oh yes,
Is
like
this in the
I
issue?
think this is a wonderful spell. Your spell casting is truly on fleek.
Freak. Y'all guppies make no sense to me. Okay. You were sent by the captain. Sestival has a hole in its wall, and you guys are here to... what
Material.
again?
We're here to
materials.
materials.
Rock
We're
and-
here to escort the materials to Sestival.
To Sestival. That's a long ways away. Y'all, I'm not, if you guys die, I don't care. I don't know you. How much stone you need? We got up to 60 tons right now. We're about to get 80 after we blow this hole. Oh, speaking of, hey, Jimmy, hey, make sure that the lines are straight. We don't want to curve like last time. That's how you lost your leg.
Sir,
see it-
assume that a large stone wall was hit by 4 simultaneous cannonballs. How many tons of stone do you think it would require to repair?
You see him like light up a little bit as he suddenly becomes a very genius. He goes, well, a cannonball usually goes what, like 50 miles an hour? Or, yeah, 50 miles an hour. They're about 30 pounds. Assuming they're made of steel.
They do approximately 4d10 damage. It's true.
Sestival's wall is about what, 8-9 feet. So let's see here. You'd probably want something like 20 or so tons, 30 tons. Well,
That's probably about what
yeah.
we'll need.
Hey,
I want-
Jimmy! I take it back. Put the curve. You're losing your other leg today, but it'll be okay.
But before he loses his leg, I want to look over at her Faye after seeing her mend stone from nothing and mention that, hey, maybe you could give them a helping hand so someone doesn't lose a leg again?
Man.
I mean, I could try, but I work in very small, 5-by-5 foot blocks.
Yeah, if you look ahead of you, you could see huge stone blocks that are anywhere upwards of 30 feet by 20 feet long. They're huge. They could easily crush Bestafall, assuming he didn't run away from them.
How much does a 5x5 block of stone weigh?
Probably a buck ton.
If it was squared, I would say if it's granite or whatever. That is a good question. How much does
Yeah,
granite weigh?
'cause if we're taking 20 tons, a 5x5 thing of stone is gonna weigh a lot. Not 20 tons, but that's gotta weigh a significant amount.
I mean,
Hold
that's
on. 13 pounds per square foot. So assuming it's 5x5x5, so 5 times 5 times 5, 125.
Do you mean cubic
times-
foot? Because a square foot has no thickness.
I'm doing really rough, shitty math.
Oh, fair.
So
Don't add him.
just give or take a couple 100 pounds. A 5x5x5 square foot of granite would be 1,625 pounds.
It's about half ton.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So yeah, I don't.
Do you have
think
40
any of
spell
these-
slots?
Oh, actually, that's a good point, Marjorie. I have.
Lesser
Magic.
riches. And,
A god book?
his-
So, like,
this guy completely lost his leg. It is gone. Like, he's hobbling around on one leg. His leg is actually replaced with a pickaxe.
Hey, that's way cooler than mine. Mine is just a god.
Do you actually say that, or
No.
is that just okay? Because man,
Hey, can I try to restore this guy's leg?
No, that spell would not restore his leg whatsoever.
No,
Can
the spell that I have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That spell would not restore his leg, period. It is completely gone. Like, it is no longer a part of his body. And chances are it's probably decayed by now.
Can I at least give him an amulet just like for like peace and love?
bless his leg so it goes to the right afterlife, leg heaven.
I mean, I have.
I mean, you could give him an amulet if you want.
I have cure wounds, which I can't.
Say,
That would not heal his leg either, because these spells are only for things like scars or like bruises.
Yeah,
cuts,
this guy's
that
at
sort of
full
thing.
health.
Yeah.
He's just, you know,
Missing a fucking leg.
yeah.
So, unless you have something like restore body or like divine intervention, this guy's leg is fucking gone, and you're not getting it back. It was meant
Right.
as a joke, but you guys are legitimately trying to help him.
I want to ask the drunk, I'm assuming team lead, if I can set off the explosives.
He squints at you a little bit, goes, "You got explosives? You got any experience?"
I have an explosive personality.
Roll persuasion.
Roll persuasion. Yeah, I was about to say, roll that persuasion. Greater restoration would not heal them either, hun. 11.
I'll give him
That
the
works.
cat.
Okay.
I'll give
Okay.
him some cat eyes.
Cat eyes. You do the fucking Puss in Boots thing.
Yes.
I love that. I rolled a 4. I couldn't decide if he would actually willingly let you with that, so I just decided to do a chance roll. So you walk up to him, of course, asking you a question, and he asks and whatnot, and he seems to be pondering it, and as he ponders it, you kind of put your hands together in a cute little fold, and your eyes dilate. You are now the cutest thing within 1,500 miles. And he goes, "Oh, who could say no to that?" And he like reaches up to scratch under your chin. And he goes, "Hey, Jimmy, let the kitty run the bombs. She got an explosive personality. Or at least I think. Hey, kitty, just blow him up when I say 3, okay? Be careful. Last time we did this, Jimmy lost a leg."
1, 2, 4. 3, my lord. 3.
1, 2, 4. That would actually make sense. He's drunk off his ass. So 1, 2. He takes a swig. Is Jimmy around? Jimmy, take a step to the left.
He's standing to the right of the bomb.
3. Why are you gonna pull it?
I pull it.
You pull it. Okay. You pull it and it goes tink, and nothing happens. And then a couple seconds later, you hear poof, as smoke erupts from the ground, and immediately a large explosion of stone just boom, and immediately just crumbles. You just released about 50 tons of stone, and it is now crushing Jimmy's other leg.
Win.
Can't wait for fucking losing.
Jimmy is my character that I purposely torture, and I'm so sorry.
Like that guy in Archer that just gets shot with every bullet, no matter how many times it has to ricochet to make it possible.
Yeah. Jimmy is just unfazed. He's like, fuck. Hey, boss, can I get some help? I'm dying here. And of course, his friends help him. His leg is very crushed. No,
I
put
wanna
on
save
saving.
it.
I'm sorry?
I want to save it.
Alright, cast your spell. It is healable this time. He didn't lose it, it's just crushed.
What am I doing?
Well, if you want to save it, you gotta cast a spell or something. What are you doing?
Yeah,
here?
heal him.
Geez, oh, hold on.
Would it be lesser restoration or cure?
Which one do you? Which one?
Lesser restoration is for status effects, and I think he's mostly taken damage because
Yeah.
it specifies blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. This is amputated, which is none of those 4, so probably cure wounds.
I mean, it's not amputated, it's just crushed.
Fair.
Then I want to cure him.
This spell has no effect on undead constructs. Gains a number of hit points. All right, 11. That's pretty good. You walk up to him, and of course you're a cleric, and doing your cleric-y thing, your god actually seems to be really happy. Although you don't know this, as you gain a little bit of extra power, adding +3 to that. So you're actually healing 13. And as you touch his leg, his bones and skin start mending back together like a strange flesh puzzle. And as soon as it's healed, he jumps up and basically does a little jig, goes, "Hey, I'm not losing a leg today! Yeah! Fuck you, boss! Fuck you, Jimmy!"
Kept too calm.
What?
I said the amulet kept him calm while I saved his life.
Well, I mean, he wasn't in danger. He just would have lost his other leg. He would have had two. He would have had two peck legs.
Exy has already decided this man is going to lose his leg at some point. You've just prolonged the inevitable.
Exactly.
He's got a problem with Jimmy.
I got a problem with everyone, but Jimmy's my go-to when I can't kill you guys.
Poor Jimmy.
Best of all is gonna be surviving the big bad evil guy, and Jimmy's gonna be the one to take all the hits for him. But anyways, boss kind of looks over and he's visibly upset, like, "God damn it! You realize how long we've been trying to kill Jimmy? Like, come on! Jimmy's a dick. Fuck you, boss. But here, yeah, you got your stone. We'll set you up to have it transported to. Are you going to Sestival or are you going to Ash? Like, what'd you go here?
Sestival.
Sestival.
That's where the wall's broken, so they need the stone there.
Yep.
Alright, hey, guys, Jimmy, fuck off. Set up some riders. Actually, no, not some riders. Those fuckers couldn't handle it. Shit, how many of them do we got here? You know, set up some Broncos, big boys. Yeah, set up about 5 of them. We need 50 tons. And they start setting that up. They actually also start setting up an elevator for you guys to get back up on, because falling down 70 feet is not exactly good for you, and neither is climbing up 70 feet. Who sent the Discord app thingy? Hold up.
It's a GIF.
Is it a GIF?
Share a GIF.
Okay. Well, it's not loading for me, so I am sad.
No,
It's from dinosaurs.
it is.
We're gonna
I'm
need another Timmy.
Jimmy's gonna be sad. Anyways, as they kind of load all this up, you see big, hulking, rhinoceros-looking kind of things that also look very undead and very devoid of blood. This is kind of a reoccurring thing, and they are hauling ass. These things are hauling 10 tons each. Like, they are strong boys. And they're just hauling up the side. They don't have anything helping them. They're just hauling it up the side of this fucking slope. Like digging their feet in. They are built to do this. It takes a couple hours, which I guess you could say is your long rest for now. During this rest, do you guys want to do anything, or are you just going to sit on your ass and watch the fun? I'm
probably-
smoking a cancer stick myself, so I'm going to get cancer in the next 10 minutes.
Oh no.
That sounds. Yeah, no, I want one.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that, I don't know if you guys had heard, but they were trying to pass a law that would make it so you have to, cigarette companies would have to print smoking kills on the side of every cigarette. And I'm like, that's the worst law you could ever pass, because nothing would make smoking a cigarette look fucking cooler than watching it burn away as it says smoking kills. Like, if you didn't already think smoking made you look cool, smoking makes you look cool now. Don't do that.
I smoked because my job gave me a smoking problem, so.
Fair. I smoked because being a director gave me smoking problems, so I feel that.
I work at a casino as a slot technician, so yeah, it's fucking stressful.
Good
that's beside the point.
times.
So, the time passes and you guys get back on top of the mine, leaving Jimmy and his not-so-friends. And these rhinoceros-looking motherfuckers are ready for you. All you have to do is lead the way. Unfortunately for you, the way seems dangerous now. You don't quite know how, but it feels like it is. Specifically, Leodin, is it? It's Liara or Leodin? It is Leodin. Leodin, your book immediately like sketches a really big map in one of its pages and shows a route, saying, "Old way is dangerous. Go this way." This is now a 7-day ride, even with your Death Riders.
Hey guys, my book says that we're going this way. And I just start walking. I just start leading the horse that way.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Let's go.
Trying to think. Which one of you has that god? Give me a moment. I gotta fucking find my god list. I think it is. It is! Okay. So, Liara, your ring actually kind of gives you a small idea of why it's dangerous. As looking towards the path that you was going to go on, you can feel danger beyond your wildest imagination. A single target that just gives you the heebie-jibbies. You really don't want to go there.
That's fine.
But are you guys leaving, or am I playing fuck about with my dick? What's going on?
Yeah, we're following the Fae.
Yeah,
Okay.
you said it was a 7-day trip. I just assumed we were going.
Okay. I figured, but I always like to ask beforehand in case you guys want to do something or whatever.
Like, just say fuck it and let's go see what the scary thing is.
You guys don't know it's just Liara. Only Liara actually knows what's going on. You just know that it's a dangerous path.
Okay.
Because your book
Ruh-roh.
your book is the book of knowledge. You can basically immediately gain certain types of knowledge upon the god's approval. Vestafal's god is a little different in an aspect, which is why his has yet to do anything of major importance. Which makes me feel bad, but I'm waiting. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I need you all to... I need... Well, hold on. Before I make you roll anything, I probably should explain the situation. So, as you're riding, this is a 7-day trip, mind you, and your beasts don't have any blood, but you're slowed down significantly by your rhino buddies, the Broncos. And so this makes you easier targets, and I didn't expect this to happen, honestly, not with this one, but... and immediately you are very quickly sniffed out because you all have some form of blood. And while riding, you're all attacked by a small pack of blood hunters. They're chasing you down full fucking fledged. By small pack, I mean like 5, by the way. That is considered a small pack. Fuck. A small pack of blood hunters on your tail. They smell all of you and want you to die. I need you all to roll for not beast riding, but what's it called?
Animal handling?
Animal handling. Thank you. Because if you can roll a certain amount, you could.
Oh
beast...
no.
Oh,
14.
Well.
Best of all is best of all with animals.
Oh, hang on. I got my action back for a long rest, so I'm gonna roll again with the Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
I'd also like to try. Well, I want to see if you'll let me do this. So I have one of my cantrips is prestidigitation, which means that I can make a smell somewhere, within 10 feet of me. Can I like make the smell of like fresh blood, and then just like get as far away from that smell spot as possible?
You could, although you still fall off your horse because you did fail your animal handling.
Got it.
I would like to give Swiftfoot advantage on that using one of my Divine Essence points, because Swiftfoot seems to have the biggest bonus to animal handling, so I figure that's our best bet.
That would be me.
Oh, that's you?
That's me.
What'd you roll?
Okay.
And I got a 15 on that second roll.
I didn't hear Swiftfoot. What?
That was Marjorie's roll. Susan
Gotcha.
Swiftfoot was on the same one. You only needed the highest of the two of us.
Yeah. So, only one of you actually fails your thing. You're all riding, and you spur your horses on a little bit to draw them away from the stone, and you manage to do it pretty well, except for you, Leodin. Your horse actually, despite the fact that you're sharing a horse with
Best of all.
Best of All, his horse doesn't seem to like you, or you can't hold on to Best of All very well, as you're thrown off his body and onto the ground. And while you're falling, you get the smart action because you are part of the Goddess of Knowledge. You cast Prestidigitation to do a smell, which actually Prestidigitation allows you to do anything that's related to senses, so that's sight, hearing, whatever. But you do smell, and these beasts smell blood about 20 or so feet away, and it seems stronger there. So they immediately hightail it over there for just a little bit. Actually successfully saving you all, except you need to get back on a horse. So you need to roll a very quick save to get on your horse.
Okay, is that animal handling again?
No. Because you're trying to catch up, I'm going to say it's dexterity, I think, because this is speed.
Okay.
And because you're small, I think you get advantage because you're, you got float.
Right. I'll do that then.
Yeah, you make it onto the horse just fine. You gain like a little bit of boost from your fairy wings or whatever, and you go meow. And you get back on the Best of All's giant fucking horse, and you each ride off about 30 or 40 feet away from your Broncos. Your Broncos are wholly unnoticed by the beast, by the way, because they don't have blood. So they just slowly ponder back up to you, and you make it out of the combat situation just fine, thanks to all of your really good handling, except for you, Leland. Fuck you.
Hey, that's fine. My knowledge saved me.
It did, and my cigar went out. God damn it. I'm like talking between puffs, and sometimes I talk longer than my cherry stays.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's relit, so we're good.
So I feel better.
Anyways, now that I got a puff, it does take you a while. You take a couple breaks here and there because, again, 7-day trip. No one wants to sit on their ass for 7 full fucking days. Especially not on these bony-ass dead motherfuckers. Like, they hurt your butt, okay? But you do eventually make it with 50 tons of stone. Now, unfortunately, because it was a 7-day ride, the men from the town of Ash make it before you do. But things seem to have deteriorated a little bit, as even though they are fighting, they seem to be having a little bit of a harder time. There's more beasts than usual. They're still able to keep them at bay. They're not going to get past the wall, but they're having a little bit of a harder time. You could choose to help them, or you can choose to go inside and tell them that you've got their materials, and you can immediately go back to work.
We'd probably run inside and tell them and then come back out and help.
Oh, fuck, I forgot there was a great paladin that you guys didn't get to meet. Shit. Well, sucks to suck.
Oh, I was gonna be pals with Dan.
I need to remember that there's a... Well, hold on, you know what? Fuck me, I know how to make the story work. Anyways, what do you guys choose to do? Do you want to help them out even though they really don't need it, but they could use the help? Or do you just want to finish your mission and go on with your lives? What's going up?
I want to ask one of the group if they wouldn't mind telling them and run over and try and help with the fight. Not all of us need to run it and tell them, and we could probably help. Just somebody needs to tell them we brought the material for them.
Alright, so you're going to go help them and you send a little message to your group. I should probably put you guys back on the map that I actually have built. There we go. Ba-da-da-da.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Of course, you're outside of the map. You're like way over here in the shadows, but I can't be bothered to map that, so fuck you. Every time I say fuck you guys, by the way, I don't mean it in hate. I'm being loving.
I tried to
So-
hit my soundboard that has a fuck you from Scream 2 on it, but I don't have voice mod up.
But, fuck, what is your name? God damn it. Liara? Liara. See, we have 2 Leahs, and it throws me off every time. Liara, you go over to help the guards, and you could choose to cast a spell here, or you could just kind of, like, poke at the beast. Really up to you. I give 0 fucks either way. You cast a spell. You cast Chill Touch. Yeah, there's no beast within your
I,
possible
ac-
range.
I accidentally clicked the wrong one. My bad.
Okay, I was about you can't touch a single beast without getting
Yeah.
your arm ripped off.
Yeah, I
There's-
clicked the wrong one. I meant to click this one.
Ray of
Ray of
Frost.
Frost.
Okay, there's flesh golems, there's bone collectors, there's even a few hunters who are sitting still because they're sensory overloaded and they don't know where to go. You cast this Ray of Frost and you know it's like fucking Dr. Freeze. It's time to chill out. And you basically freeze a fucking line of these fuckers, immediately shattering them. Basically, I'm not gonna do damage because I cannot be bothered to do a combat situation. And the guards kind of give you a pat on the back and like offer to buy you a beer sometime for the help, as you effectively help them a lot without knowing it. Your ring gives you a little twinge of annoyance, like, oh, this isn't fun. You should have like jumped in there, gotten your leg ripped off or some shit. But nope. The rest of you, do you go inside and tell him? Do you help your friend? He did ask you to go inside. You can take his advice.
Poll, who agrees that we should rip the guy who just said that's leg off?
No. No one said that. Her ring
Oh,
gave her
okay.
the feeling.
Let's
Her ring
rip
gave her that
that
feeling.
god's leg off then.
You-
What part of a ring would you consider the leg, Exy? I need this information.
Probably the part that holds the gem in place.
Why would that be the leg? I feel like that's the head. That's the ring's head.
I don't know.
Please don't pull it apart, though. It's already cracked.
More a hand, really.
I need more ribs.
Don't we all? I need more ribs. Actually, I need less. I need less
Oh.
ribs.
I thought they said I need more rooms, and I'm like, yeah, a bigger house would be nice. You right?
All right. So the rest of you go inside while your fellow Tabaxi fellow is fellowing it up. I keep saying fellow, and my brain's not working.
One smart fellow, he felt smart.
I'm not high enough for this. Anyways. And as you go inside, you see the captain talking to a very heavily armored man with various religious symbols all over his armor. He looks strangely similar to you, best of all. But, anyways,
There's
talking,
another
and the
fucking
captain looks over-
xenomorph in here.
God. He's not a bug boy. He's actually a human, but he's got the same symbols as you.
Gotcha.
And the captain looks over with just a moment, just kind of making sure everything's okay, and seeing all of you, she seems delighted, and she pats the paladin on his pauldron, the shoulder plate, and quickly walks over to you and goes, "Did you do it? We got the men a couple days ago. Did you get the materials?"
Yes, ma'am. A whole shit ton of stone.
Shit ton, you say? Well, a shit ton is 20,000 pounds, so that's
That's
More
half
than
what we
that?
need.
2 shit
We got
tons?
2 shit tons of stuff. No, like 2
2
or 3.
shit tons.
Stop talking over each other, damn it.
I think it's 2.5.
Maybe.
Actually, how much is a shit ton? There's an actual
There,
scientific.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, there's a buttload. I don't know if there's actually a
Yeah.
shit ton. A buttload
is
is
a
a
shit
wine
ton.
measurement.
Shit ton is oh, that's gallons, though.
How many gallons in a ton?
24 metric tons.
This is how you
I
D&D
just
in
asked
2021.
So,
I just asked Google, and she bleeped out every shit and fuck in there.
according to Google, 200 and it's a huge number. I'm just gonna post it in the chat because I can't be bothered to number. Apparently, that's a shit ton. But
We did not bring a shit ton of stone. We brought a lot of
That's
stone.
only
There's
2.7
a lot of
million.
it.
But that's beside the point. 2,700,000. Wow,
We brought
Um,
enough.
not enough. But she seems very delighted as the paladin behind her slowly walks forward. He seems in a state of happiness but loneliness. But only like 2 of you can actually tell who messaged me and why.
906, 906. Anyways, ignoring that. But she like does a little giddy dance, like yes, we're safe, and she like hugs you, Faye girl. You're tiny compared to her, but she pulls you into like the most bone-crunching hug. Her armor is cold as fuck, by the way, so I just want you to know that. The paladin, however, seems very interested in you, best of all, and walking up, he kind of like looks you up and down. He seems to like recognize you. He can't quite place it though. He goes, "Do I know you?"
I have no idea. I don't even know me. Maybe.
Your arm speaks to you for a moment. Your arm actually sends you a small moment of euphoria. You're extremely...
Straight up
Sorry.
want to interrupt my arm in this action because immediately Best of All has the idea of like, either way it's nice to meet you, and I want to hold out my god arm to shake hands with the guy and see if anything happens.
Oh, your arm is utterly surprised by the fact that you're just ignoring him, basically. And
The
captain-
arm clearly is interested in this guy, and I'm like, you know, last time it wanted me to touch something. Let's go. Bam! Get in there, army.
The paladin happily grabs your hand with like both hands. You know that priest shake where they grab your hand with two?
Yeah.
Shake. Yeah. And he does that, and for a moment he goes glassy-eyed and falls to the floor. He's unconscious.
Wow, guys, I learned a new trick.
I Fey passage out of the crushing hug of the captain.
Aww. She seems distraught for just a moment, but she lets it happen. She understands why.
I want to come around the corner after helping with the fight and just seeing the chaos ensue.
You see an unconscious guard, a girl Fey passage out of a bone-crushing hug, and a drunken man with his elf girl partner, whatever, just kind of standing there watching as it all goes.
Swear I didn't eat any mushrooms. What the fuck's going on in here?
Best of all, what did you do?
Thought you were a coward. You straight up murdered a fool.
I just shook his hand. Blame God.
Your arm speaks up and goes, "You didn't do that on accident, did you?"
Do what on accident? I just shook the man's hand.
How do I put this? There's a word for this, but I can't think of it.
Vulcan neck grip?
You know, no. When you're so when you're like laughing so hard that you almost pass out, it's kind of like that. You gave him so much. You gave him so much like euphoria that he just
You
passed
sent
out.
him to Nirvana.
Does this happen anytime I touch someone with this arm, God?
No, only your followers.
Oh, this guy's a sheep in my herd.
Flock.
A sheep in
Flock.
my herd.
Sheep. Wait, flocks are for birds, stupid. Why? Sheep don't fly?
Isn't it a flock of sheep?
It is a herd. Well, it could be both. It depends on where you come from.
It's a flock of sheep,
Yeah, hold
sir.
on.
It's a school. It's a school of sheep.
It
Hold
is
on.
not.
A murder of sheep.
A flock is a small group of sheep. A herd is a large group of sheep. So it could be either
I'm
or.
sure there are
Okay.
many more where this follower came from.
So it would be a
Yeah.
herd. It would be a herd.
Cool.
The paladin wakes up with a start. He's got a moment of confusion as
I
he
wanna-
seems to.
I want to like put my other hand out and be like, dude, you just got to meet God. High five. But like make sure that it's the safe hand.
He slowly gets up, completely ignoring your hand. He like doesn't want to touch you anymore, and he goes.
It was euphoria. Why would he not want to do it again?
He passed the fuck out.
So?
That shit's scary.
If he's a real believer.
He's a believer. He worships Justin Bieber.
No.
But he looks at you and goes, "I haven't heard that voice in years."
Yeah, it's my arm now.
Your arm?
I
You're
am
not-
Lexion incarnate. kind of.
He has a moment of like utter disbelief as he looks at his own hands, and on the palm of his hands you can see etched into his skin like scars. your symbol-
Stigmata!
Etched into his hands are your symbols, and he goes, "No, that's not your. No, that's not possible."
Yes, I'm just a normal bug monster that shook your hand, you came so hard you passed out, and randomly emblazoned the sign of your god on your hand. Yeah, that makes more sense, dipshit.
Well, no, these are etched into his hands by himself.
Ah, okay.
Like he's that.
I thought it was like when we shook hands, it like burnt the god symbol into his palm, and I'm like, dude, are you stupid? Like, I've just performed the miracle. You have to believe me.
He seems to have a moment of clarity as he recognizes he now knows who you are, but he doesn't seem to want to say anything. He seems to recognize what's going on, but isn't talking anymore as he just goes quiet and steps back. He seems to be thinking to himself. The captain is utterly surprised by this, and looking between you and the paladin, she kind of goes, "What's going on here?" And the paladin just raises his hand like, "Shut up, I'm thinking." The captain just kind of gives up, and stepping back, she starts issuing commands to the guards to start fixing the wall, you know, this, that, and the other, before the paladin finally looks back at you and goes, "You're Bestafal, aren't you?"
Yeah, that's me. I'm Bestafal.
The first follower.
Psh, I don't fucking know. I'm Bestafal who woke up a day ago and remembers nothing.
You
So-
died 700 years ago. You can't
I'm back
be
now.
alive.
I'm back now. God, you know, God on the arm. It does weird shit.
Can you roll persuasion, please?
I
can.
sure can.
I want to see how this goes. We have to end the session pretty soon, so this is probably a great place to end it anyways. But I want to see how this one
6.
goes. 6? Oh. 6! 6! Oh, how do I talk through that?
I've rolled a 2.
You rolled it.
I have a
oh.
+4 to persuasion. I'm pretty persuasive. I even have like some of my perks are like, yeah, you're super persuasive and stuff, even though I have no charisma.
The paladin seems to be keeping his anger at bay, but he goes, "No, you're no god. You're just a carrier. No, that's not the word. Best of all, you and I have much to discuss, but for now, I have business in the town in the town of Blood.
Yeah, that sounds like a real fun place to go. I sure feel like I can trust you now.
Is there booze?
Just blood.
Of course, there's booze. There's booze everywhere. But
You're traveling with me. We always have booze.
It's true.
Leodin, you actually gain a little bit of notions. Because you heard the word blood specifically, your thing, give me a moment, I got to edit something. In player's journals, Alexis, say. You gain a new entry in your journal about the notion of blood. And behind this new entry of humanoid species, you gain a small entry of Town of Blood, and all it says is forgotten.
Well, right now all I have is vampire, so...
Yep. That's the
Okay.
point. That is the point. Underneath that, you just have the words Town of Blood and like semicolon forgotten.
Okay.
Sweet. You know what that means? Next episode of Sin and Blood. Bugman versus Dracula.
Your god has no power here.
We'll see about that. My god is Shield.
If you guys somehow start a fight in that town and kill everyone, I immediately know that Festival is going to be the only one who doesn't get hit. But that'll be the end of this session, honestly, because I can't. Whether you guys choose to go to a town of blood, stay here, explore the world, I do have other areas. I just kind of expose them to the girl who actually has knowledge of the whole world as they come up. So
you're the navigator.
Sounds about right.
Not a job I want. Take it.
So that is the end of this session. It was very boring, but you gotta have boring to have fun.
All good.
All right. So
Hey,
thoughts,
Alex,
progress.
Paladin, is there any way that I can send him with like a blessing before he goes on his journey?
You could try, but let me see. His god is, and your god is. Ooh.
Probably a good idea.
I would say no. You probably don't want to do that.
Okay.
Then I'd like to ask him real quick.
Excuse me, real quick. Since you seem to know about, lexicon.
It is lexicon, right?
Lexion.
Lexion.
Lexion, sorry.
Since you seem to know about Lexion, what do you know about Stella?
Stella. Lexion Stella. Stella. That is. In our lore, she is the sister to Lexion, I believe. Goddess of knowledge and lore. We tend to worship her in tandem whenever we need insights onto something.
Show 'em my-
Interesting. Who was her first follower?
Her first follower, let me see here.
Some fucking loser.
He pulls a small book out from his armor. It is tiny, like a little pocket book. And flipping through this book, you can see multiple tabs. And at the very, very back, he reads for just a moment. He goes, "A little woman named Leodin."
Interesting. Okay, thank you.
The
Is
plot thickens.
Is there a reason you ask?
Yeah, you ever heard of a follower named Swiftfoot?
Swiftfoot. Hold on, let me roll something real quick.
Just asking them about the names historically. These are religion people, and then we know what gods everyone gets.
Hold on.
God,
Reverse engineer a campaign here.
Swiftfoot and Marjorie. Is that how
Yes,
you say it?
margarine. I think that's what the follower is. Margarine. Yes.
I forget names way too easily. Give me a moment. Is it Marjorie?
Manganese, I believe.
Yeah. Marjorie, you are the god. You actually gain a little bit of a twinge in your head as Swiftfoot's name and the notion of first followers is spoken, and you kind of gain a notion that Swiftfoot is probably among that kind of line, kind of like deja vu, if you will. But unfortunately, the paladin says, "No, I don't recognize anyone by the name of Swiftfoot."
How about a cat named Liara?
Liara. Nope. I don't recognize that any. They're not related to Lexion, so we don't have many tomes on them. If you want those guides, I would recommend going to the town of Ash or the town of Solemn.
You people name your towns weird things.
I want to
you
show him my ring and see if he recognizes anything about it.
wait, hold on. I heard. What did you say, Marjorie?
What is my god again?
I can't say that.
Yeah, we didn't figure it out. The priest,
to
the
figure it on your
paladin
own.
didn't know.
We're working on that.
We're getting there.
Hey, I want to go to the paladin and show him my ring, though, and see if he recognizes it.
Do you take it off or do you keep it on your hand?
I keep it on my hand.
Okay. Let me roll a d20. Ooh, hey, that's something. That's a 10. What do I need to... For him, he's got a... Give me a moment. I'm pulling up his file in my notebook. He seems to recognize the ring a little bit. It's very similar to what he wears on his pinky, but very different symbols and a very different gemstone. and he kind of goes. Don't quote me on this, but I think that's the goddess of Megara. But I'm not sure.
I love Disney's Hercules.
I hate you. I come up with these names like out of my ass one day, and they're all apparently references to something.
Honestly, I feel that. I'm a creative writer. I ended up with King Marduk on one thing, found out from somebody else who has actually read the Bible, and she's like, oh, why do you have the king of, like, the Babel Tower and associated with this? Like, what's the reference? And I'm like, well, there wasn't one, but there is now.
Yes. I actually do. I'm heretical Catholic, so that's something. But anyways, Marjorie, what'd you say?
The Tower of Babel.
Thank you.
Because I know the Bible pretty well.
We can barely hear you, darling.
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot.
One of these things just doesn't belong.
Apparently, it's her voice.
She's trying. I'm trying to like listen for Swiftfoot and Marjorie, so because if they don't talk, I accidentally leave people out if they don't actively talk, and that's
Can
not
you
a
hear
good.
me?
Yeah?
Yes.
No, I mean, I read the Bible a lot, so I kind of know bits and pieces of the Bible. No offense to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Glad we got that cleared.
Character anyway.
Repeat.
As in, it helps with my character since my character's a priest.
Fair enough. Going back to the paladin, he does seem to recognize it as possibly the goddess of Megara, but he's not sure. He kind of gives you a look of, you want to go to the town of Solemn or Ash, as they worship different gods.
Those sound like such happy places to live.
Well, all the towns were renamed after the Cataclysm, so.
Ah, yeah, where are you from? I'm from the town of Solemn. How about you? I'm from the town of Ash. Very clean place. Really, very happy city, town of Solemn.
I'm from Sestival. Oh, you got a nice name. Yeah, we kept it since we're the only fucking town that's still standing.
Sestival. You know, it's just Dwarven for cesspool. Also, great fucking place to live.
Sestival is the best of all because best of all lives in Sestival.
And best of all, who is very tall, loves living in Sestival.
I'm so glad I caught that. Anyways, is that all? Are we collected for tonight?
Yeah, I think we should.
So, yeah.
Works for me.
All right. Next Friday, same time.
Sounds
good
good
to me.
Yep.
All right. And of course, if you can't be here, don't feel bad. Just send me a message. I'll find a way to bring it back come the next session you're able to be here. It's just for shits and giggles.
You'll only die temporarily. Don't worry about it.
You'll just go into another coma, wake up in 10 years. It'll be okay.
That's the MacGuffin, is there's like just a magic rock that can just put everyone into a coma for as long as we want.
We just stick you in a bag of holding. Make sure you have some air tanks. It's fine.
Yeah.
So someone stuffs. You just get stuffed into fucking Swiftfoot's flask of holding.
Oh my god, it's Little Nicky by Adam Sandler, where he has to catch his devil brothers by making them drink from the flask and they get sucked into it.
That's great.
It's such a bad movie. Oh, I love it.
I'm dying. I'm gonna rewatch this to make sure that the quality was okay. But thank you all for coming. I'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you next
Bye.
Friday. That's better than see you next Tuesday because that means cunt. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break here and then I'll come back and we'll probably play either some Destiny or some Infinite. See you soon. back at it again with that fucking D2 grind. As you know we do around here. Let's see what's up. I haven't touched trials yet because I was trying to grind some legendary shards. I somehow have completely ran the fuck out. So I was grinding weapon telemetries using the Thrallway AFK tactic. Let's go turn those in, get some shards. Go see Zer, who's got Fighting Lion this week. Who gives a shit? Have one. Don't use it. And mainly to get the Cypher and the random. Don't think there was anything else he had that I wanted. And then gotta get the good old Trials passage. And then we can get right on with sucking. Very badly, very muchly. Very much badly. What am I doing here again? Gunsmith, that's right. Where is it? What's that? What's that? Never close good. So how are you? Having a good night? Do need a good old PvP Cartesian. It's a good beat. I don't believe in such thing as a good legal action. I cannot shoot anything with that fucking gun. I've been killed by it like once or twice, but not enough that I'm too concerned with learning how to use it. Alright, let's go delete most of these unless one of them happens to be a fucking god roll. That's good. There's plenty of stuff to get rid of. I really want to play around more with sidearms in PvP because I feel like they are a viable option. I'm just not good enough with them yet for them to be a viable option for me. So, you know, we'll work on that. Over here. Where is Zer? Tower hangar. Awesome. I don't have to go anywhere. I always prefer there to be in the tower hangar, which is good because it happens more often than not. Although I do wish there was a land point in the tower hangar. But this way, I can always hit my trials and my Sir right all in one room, which is always nice, rather than having to run to 2 different fucking planets. Still think we need an Unbreal Engram decoder just in the fucking tower. Are any of these better rolls than what? Let's see. Sorry, if I could compare. I think mine's way better on that. Yeah, it's a terrible roll. Let's see. I don't think I have Ursa Furiosa. And that's one, clearly that's an important one to have, because almost every time I see an LFG post, they're like, I need an Ursa Titan. Looks like I already have one. Although this could be a better one, stat-wise. Let's see if I actually have one, or if it's one that I foolishly deleted. Because I did that with a lot of exotics, and then, like, I don't have a pair of Frosties anymore because I deleted mine to infuse. And so now I either just don't get to use Frosties, or I have to use the shitty fucking 48 roll until I can get another drop. Ursa, you probably would want Intellect. I mean, I've got a 61 with very close layout of stats, so I don't know if I give a shit enough to invest in that. And Aeon Soul. I think I have all the Aeons now. Let's see. Aeon Swift, Aeon Safe, Aeon Soul. Yeah. Although again, is it a good roll? Ooh, holy shit. I think that's gonna be better than what I've got. Yeah, I might have to take that. That's pretty good. And let's grab this, and let's go with the last of our shards by passage, and see if we can grind enough wins out of the fucking trials. We won't. I'll give up long before that, but... Ooh, it's an Adept Igneous Hammer. I would fucking love that. That would be fantastic. Are you kidding me? Things like a one-handed fucking sniper rifle. Okay. None of those matter because fire teams eventually fill them in. But I do want to go grab a Crucible bounty so we can knock them out at the same time. Hello, heinous monitor. Look at that, some upgrade modules. And some legendary shards. So, those are all probably worthless fucking rolls. Roll. Any trials lab this week? Nope, standard. I haven't ran much Crucible at all this week, actually. Okay. Let me... Oh, first let me destroy those new armor pieces. Yep. Oh, 1330, actually. Just this one needs to infuse. 10 don't need it. 10 don't need it. 1 don't need it. Okay, let's make sure we've got solid Crucible loadout first. Unequip these guns because they're going straight in the vault. Okay. Go PvP only which is mostly what this loadout is, other than what I threw on just for that farming session. You definitely don't need you. Yeah, this is all just PvP weaponry. Let's see if there's anything else I want to bring. This spike, quick launch, quick draft, frenzy, blast radius. That's a pretty good ignition code. That puts those even. Is there any other heavies I want to bring? I think a lot of people use tractor cannon. I just got it. I've never used it before. Did I leave it on one of my other fucking tunes? Why would I do that? That was dumb. Oh, it's probably on my lock because I didn't take most of my guns off of them. Yeah, there's some good shit on there. Let's take those. For instance, we've got Dead Man's Tale. We've got Wither Horde. We've got my lovely Cartesian coordinate. I don't need my non-hunger. Not for PvP. There's my tractor cannon. Don't need my Canis Major, but let's take a Dord. I'll just have to make sure I come back and check the bank every once in a while. Let's fucking party. Did I... Yep, got all of them. Time for some chillin', nugs, and grindage, as they say. In Encino Man. What a fucking masterpiece of a film.